I don't have the link. We're going live on my channel, so if you look at my channel, that'll show up in a second, and then I will post or send a link to you guys when I have one, because YouTube hasn't generated it yet. So I've told XSplit to go live. I'm just waiting for YouTube to notice that XSplit is streaming, which it just did.
That is. There, yeah, I was gonna say I got the notification on my on Google just now.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Estimated time. Okay, elapsed time. It was in the negatives now. I don't know. The internet can totally see you now, is what it tells me.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. And
okay. We're good.
And we are live. Okay.
Sweet.
So now I need to find a link because it doesn't give me one automatically for some reason.
That's fun.
And then I will.
Here, I'll share. Yeah, I'll share it on Twitter and stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
I need to grab that, and then I need to tweet it. What to watch next? It says it started 24 minutes ago.
Really? Uh-oh.
What? That's weird. Okay. Sure. I don't even know if this is the right one. Let me make sure this is the right one. Is this the actual right one? Is this actually live? Yes, it is. Okay. Good. Problem solved. Oh, wait. I closed it. Why did I close it? I need to be able to see the chat. God damn.
It's just like a litany of issues. This is
Everything that can go wrong will go wrong.
All right. Can I make this chat bigger? Pop out chat. Yeah, I want a pop out chat so I can actually see the chat. Hi, peoples.
Whoa.
Party people in the house. What's up? It's your boy.
Party peoples.
Smooth.
That got away from you.
Those are some incredibly
yeah, it got away from me.
It's like, oh, you lost your flow.
You threw off my groove.
flow?
I'm sorry, but you threw off the Emperor's groove.
Sorry. There you go.
Come hang
know movies.
out.
Boy Prof with another life hack.
Stream started. So this is a weird mix of XSplit streaming plus Hangout. I know some people just normally just be like, hey, you can like stream directly from Hangout, which some people do. Yeah. And I was like, I could do that, but if we wanted to do cool things later, it's just easier if I use XSplit now. Plus, if I use XSplit, I have this little box on stream that says everybody's name, who's in the call, and their Twitter stuff, so you can go find them and not have to ask me 5 billion times over the course of however long the stream is. So,
it looks nice. The setup is nice.
Yeah, well, I threw it together in 5 minutes. It's okay. It's all right. I could have done better. I could have done better, but I was busy working until 11 o'clock trying to get a video telling everybody how shit I was and how I was wrong up on my channel. So, yay.
I saw that video.
The
so should we commence with the happy birthday singing?
Yes. You don't have
I'm seeing the chat and like everyone's saying happy birthday, so I'm like, oh, should we commence with the singing?
Oh God.
Well, since it isn't happening yet, we can just say happy or start there.
Yeah, just say happy.
Get the rest
later. Yeah, over the course of like a couple of hours, just add a word.
Happy.
Yeah, there.
We're dead.
It's just like random silence, and then you just go 2. Wait 5 minutes. You. Like, what are we doing? We're singing happy birthday, but delayed.
We're giving him a
shit out.
his birthday.
Yeah, okay, every 25 minutes, we'll say a word of the song.
I greatly approve.
Yeah, I know. It's great.
Oh, we're going to be here all night, aren't we?
Not all night. I think we're only going to be here for a couple of hours. So, I don't know.
How many hours?
Generally, I didn't really have too much of a plan. We were just going to kind of be here, chill, hang out. I have the chat open, and it's not going a billion miles a minute, so if people want to ask questions, we can try to answer it. But mostly, it's just hey, I haven't done this kind of thing in like 2 years. I meant to do it 2 months ago, because that would have been the proper 8th year anniversary of me making videos. Yeah. Unfortunately, I went to like 2 cons and to San Francisco in January, and I'm only just slightly recovering now. So that's why we're doing that. And then tomorrow's my birthday, which is why we're doing it today, not tomorrow, because it's my birthday and I'm taking the day off. So screw everybody. I'm taking my day off. I'm taking my birthday off.
Right on.
So
you're allowed.
It is. There's so many people. It is
Alan!
hard to keep track.
Yo.
Well, I'm just surprised I can actually read this.
Alan! Alan's here. I need to add Alan's name. Alan has a name.
Hola!
To add. Hey, Alan. How you doing?
Not too bad.
That's good.
Just had to have some weird stuff going on with browsers because Hangouts was like, you're not allowed to use Firefox. And I was like, why?
That's strange.
Because Hangouts is like really weird. I would have been like, let's all
get Chrome.
Yeah, I would have been like,
I'm
hey,
on
let's use Discord, except I don't know how to use Discord yet. I am slowly learning how to use Discord.
I mean, I still haven't installed Discord because I haven't even evolved to 2016 yet, in that my life has not yet got Discord or Overwatch involved in it.
My life has both.
You poor
You can spare the
deprived
madness.
boy.
Although, it's been a while since I played Overwatch, to be fair. So,
I mean, there was the boom when it came out, and I was like, £30? Go away. I'll just play CSGO some more, please.
CS:GO will always be there for you.
That should be their motto.
Original Counter-Strike will always be there for you.
None of these people are Ken and Suin, and it's really weird because I don't know who anyone is except Prof.
Both of them have been
I
invited,
know.
so they will show up whenever. So, Alan, let me quickly go through it. So, firstly, for everybody else, this is Alan. We used to be on a podcast together, and he's a really cool guy from
Hola.
England.
That's debatable.
Then it's Prof, who's been my friend since like 2009, and that's cool. Next to him, according to general chat, is Jojo, who makes anime reviews, and he lives about an hour away from me, and he makes really good shit. So anybody who has never heard of him before, he should go and check it out. Sloan is very similar. Apologize. Words.
It's all good. Happens all the time.
Words.
Oh, we're already live. I didn't realise that.
Yep.
Hello, everyone.
That was the most smooth, like, oh!
Yes, I was about to drop some mad shade in here, and it's a good thing I didn't.
Well, I've seen it. I've been tempted a few times. I was like, oh, nope, don't do that.
Okay.
People still can't spell my fucking name. Some people can.
I did, thankfully.
I have coffee and I have a pint beside me, depending on how the stream goes.
I have my. Well, you guys can't see it unfortunately, unless you're looking at the stream, because Google Hangouts is a dick, and won't. No, actually, it's not Hangouts is a dick. It's XSplit that's a dick, or they're both dicks. Either way,
They're both
they
dicks.
don't like to
It's
share.
probably both.
They don't want to share
So
my
much dick.
webcam. They don't want to share my webcam, so that's fun. But anyway, I have my Sailor Moon Stein, and that's full of water to keep nice and hydrated. But also for later, I have a can of Guinness, which is not the best way to have Guinness.
Wait, just one can of Guinness.
I have another one in the fridge.
Mad.
I have another one in the fridge. I have more than one can of Guinness, but I'm not opening this one yet. And the other one I'm going to have that stay cold.
I have refrigerated water in a sports bottle. That's how wide we are tonight.
Yeah.
Nice.
I have a cup full of water that's sitting in the freezer that I'm waiting to half turn into ice.
I used to do that at sports day at school, and then the teachers held me off because a block of ice is quite dangerous if you hit people with it.
There you go.
What headphones am I
You're
using?
in America,
These
we
are.
just call that recess.
I can't actually remember the proper name of the headphones, but they're like Sennheisers, and they're really nice, and I like them a lot.
I can actually read the chat. I figured it would have been like,
Going a mile a minute, yeah.
yeah.
Sometimes it does, and it's really scary.
I remember when you did your 100,000 stream, and you needed moderators because it was so insane.
Because it was kind of insane. Well, that was like the first time I'd ever streamed ever, and people were like, "Holy shit!" Which is a lot more than now. Now more people are probably like, it's just dark.
This is doing
Oh,
that
it's that asshole again.
Something like that.
You play more Mass Effect again? Good.
Yes. I was
Sorry.
playing Mass Effect for quite a while. They need to fix it though.
I was
My
so
God.
nervous. I know. Like, I was nervous though when Mass Effect was coming out because everyone's like, "God, it sucks, it's so bad." And I was playing it. Like, I was literally playing it for like hours, and I was like, "I had so much fun. I can't wait to check Twitter."
Oh no shit!
I was like, "Oh no!"
Because that's the thing. It's not as bad as people say it is. But that being said, there
Yeah.
are times that it's pretty bad. My favorite parts so far in the entire game, no spoilers, have been whenever there is a conversation that Ryder has out in the field, because I have a helmet that covers her face. and that fixes so many problems immersion-wise. You have no idea.
They do look very like, I don't know, like doll-like. But I find it interesting when people are like, God, it's so buggy. I'm like, yes, welcome to Mass Effect. Like, I don't know, like, where... It's strange.
You should...
I'm like,
wait, what did that guy say? You should do Quiplash or other Jackbox games. All in good time. All in good time. That is something we could
Patience.
do. Patience. We could play Jackbox later.
I don't know, Ark. Last time we played Chatbox, I ended up saying disembodied breasts in front of a giant audience.
And it was awesome. Because that was...
I don't see the problem.
That was at MagFest, wasn't it? We were
Yeah,
on
it was at
stage.
MagFest.
We were
Mark still gave me a fucking weird look.
It was like 11 o'clock at night on Saturday or Sunday at
Saturday
MagFest.
night.
There was like
Saturday,
an audience
yeah.
of like 50 or 60 people in this giant-ass room at MagFest, and we were just playing Jackbox. It was great.
We
That's
were
awesome.
fucking weird.
Yeah. Well, that was my first time ever playing Jackbox, and that actually got me to go and buy Jackbox. So,
It's good shit.
Ark, I hate you. Good. Your review got me into Sailor Moon. Now I own seasons 1, R, and part 1 of S. Correction, my wallet hates you. That's... I'm sorry.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I was about to say,
Welcome to being an anime fan.
Well, the subname is Ark the Corruptor.
there you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
I've got-
Corpses are in your house?
I've got a copy of the Funimation release of Nichijou right here that I can blame on Ark.
Yeah, I have the Australian version on my shelf, so I don't have a reason to pick up the Funimation one yet.
I know you tried to get to play in my player, and
It
you
didn't
almost
work.
broke my player because, like,
Didn't work.
how do we make this region list?
Why are we not on Twitch like usual, Ark? Because this is not game necessarily related. Yeah, we talked about Mass Effect for a second, and chances are we'll probably go back to that at some point. But
Mate, you
it's
could put it on the gaming talk shows tab and be all meta.
just be like, yeah, we're just gonna
There
do
you
that
go.
shit.
Or we could all make papercraft and then put it on the creative section.
There you go.
Well, creative
Does
can
anyone
be
know
basically
anything
a
anything now.
square.
I've got a whole bunch of Warhammer models I could paint.
There you go.
I still have
Badly.
one Gunpla I haven't built yet. I could start building.
Just audible this into a Gunpla stream and take it from there.
Yeah, why not?
If
I still
anyone
have,
has instruments,
I
music.
actually still have the tab.
Yes!
Oh, half the files are missing. That's why I
Joe,
can't.
do you have your ukulele?
Oh, it's around somewhere. I don't.
Yes!
I was learning how to play Scar Tissue this morning.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
But that is my jam. No,
That's a weird jam to have.
no I know. I, was-
Best jam to
I
have.
really liked Insidious a lot. So no, I'm kidding. I actually didn't like that movie. But that's the last time I heard that song. So
Glad you finally came around on Nozaki-kun. Well, that was actually exactly a year ago today that I came around on Nozaki-kun because I was at Boston, and that's when we did it. So it took me a year to make.
And we
that video.
watched it.
And we watched it, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is actually good," or at least it was. a
I
lot
don't
better.
seem to remember liking that show much when I first saw it.
Mm.
So I think the problem with that is that like everyone and their mum was telling me it was the absolute best thing in the universe, and so I watched it and I was like, well, that was watchable,
No,
and then I
'cause-
immediately forgot about it like a week later.
well, for me, it was the thing is because like I never talked to anybody about it. I knew nothing about it. I literally just saw it and it was like, hey, this kind of looks interesting. So then I watched it, wrote the review, put up the video without looking at anything about what anyone was saying about it, and then I was like, oh, people really like this show.
Yeah.
Crap.
And you've stepped in it now.
And I stepped on a landmine, is basically what I did.
See, whenever I do something like that, I fling myself wholeheartedly onto landmines. So,
Oh.
How tall
cough,
am I?
cough, Toradora.
I don't know how tall I am. I'm like 5'11", I think. Can't remember the last time. I'm
You're an inch or two taller than me, and I'm like 5'9", so.
Yeah, okay. But I don't think I'm 6 foot. So
You're not.
wow, you're Canadian. I just
Ark,
realized
you remember the
this.
first time we met? You were shocked by how not hugely tall I was.
Yeah, no, I actually expected you to be taller than me. It was weird. But I like spent
Yeah.
most of my life with people taller than me. It wasn't until like the end of high school where I started not being the shortest person in the room. It was weird.
Your miss is taller than you.
Weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
that's essentially my high school experience too. Like everyone I knew was taller than me, and my parents, and all my siblings. So as soon as I met someone who was taller than me, I was like, or that I was taller than. I was like, I'm not a hobbit. Oh my god.
That's always great. Although being a hobbit ain't so bad.
No, I love being a hobbit. My title on the channel is JoJo Baggins because I actually I used to go by on Facebook I would have Joey Baggins because everybody had the last name of something else to be when you're a teenager you do stupid shit. Pardon my French.
Guilty.
Big time. We all did. So that was the tamest thing. But I got asked by my school to edit this video for them because they're like, you make videos, why don't you make a video for us? I'm like, cool.
Okay.
So I thought I was doing it for free.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were like, no, we're going to pay you. I was like, great.
Oh.
So keep in mind, I go to this school. I am a student in this school. And they know me. Because I was part of their first musical theater class. So I was kind of it was kind of a big deal, but not really. In fact, I got shoved into locker, so I don't really think anyone cared. But they wrote this check out to me, and when I was like, cool, $100, that's awesome. That video was totally not worth $100. I wouldn't have even paid $1 for it. but $100. So I look at the check, and I go to the school. I'm a student here, and instead of saying Joseph, insert my actual last name, it said Joey Baggins across it. And I was like, are you...
Wow.
I had to go to them do you believe that my last
name is Baggins?
Baggins. And they go, of course not. It's insert name here. And I was like, exactly. I'm like, I go to this school.
No, that's similar to when I first got my very first Loot Crate. Because when I got my first Loot Crate, it didn't actually have my name above my address. It just had GR Arcata. But it didn't get sent to my house. Canada Post took it, and I had to go pick it up. So then I had to stand there for 5 minutes and explain to this clerk that, yes, I am actually GR Arcata. This is a real thing. I'm sorry my actual name isn't on the box. Please give me my mail.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Wow.
See, we don't worry about that shit in the States because I've gotten letters addressed to Professor Otaku before.
And they didn't care?
They did not give a fuck.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
not
it
for
might just
me,
be
yeah.
Indiana, though.
I still get mail from the last 3 people who lived in this apartment. It's
Wow.
they don't care.
Whoa.
They're it's just the number. It's all they care about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Do you plan
You
to
know,
visit
I got
the
mail
USA?
sent to me saying,
Yes,
Oh,
I
sorry,
do plan.
what?
Oh, that's fine. I'm just reading chat
Oh, yeah.
comments, making sure that they don't feel neglected.
Yeah, Art, you
okay.
plan to visit the U.S. next week, right?
Yeah, next week I'm going to Anime Boston. Woo!
Come party with Ralph and Art.
Yeah, come party with us. We're gonna be in room. It's
Boston.
gonna be a great
Yeah.
time.
We're gonna be in the Boston.
We will be in place here.
Come
so I'm seeing a lot of people in the chat bring up the Death Note teaser.
No. No.
William Dafoe, though.
Don't.
Willem Dafoe, yes.
William
Yeah.
Dafoe, though. I'm going to watch it just for him. But
The
Yeah.
heart, right.
it's this
First
weird
we attack
thing.
the heart.
It's this weird thing where the topic to talk about with the Death Note teaser is the fact, hey, it's getting whitewashed. They should have got an Asian actor and all that. And then I'm sitting there going, okay, where's the line here? Because I don't disagree with a lot of those points. I think it would have been great if they had an Asian actor play Light. But I watch those people, and I've seen them make similar arguments about other things before. So in my mind,
Yeah.
I'm
What do
like,
you mean,
okay, currently, we don't have, any Asian main characters in this film.
No.
Let's say that Light was Asian and everybody else was the same. The argument would then be, yeah, Light's Asian, but it's still very whitewashed, the entire
dad
rest of
is-
the cast. And then I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
well then what if the entire cast was Asian? Then the argument would be, yeah, but it takes place in Seattle. Death Note takes place in Japan. What's wrong with you people? And then I'm like, okay.
Seattle
well
has
then-
a lot of Asian folk.
Well, then what if
West Coast-
What if it took place in Japan, but everybody speaks English? Because I guess, and then they'd be like, well, they're all speaking English. That doesn't make sense. Okay, well then you make them all speak Japanese, and then they just well, the manga was better.
There's always
Can't win.
You can't win. So, I'm not necessarily saying that the whitewashing is vindicative if it's going to be really shit. I don't know if it's going to be any good or not. I don't have very high hopes that it's going to be good because the tone of the trailer made it seem like they're trying to cram what I know as like a 30 some odd episode series, because we're going until the end of the L arc. They're trying to cram that into an hour and a half, and when the Japanese did it, they took 2 films to do it.
Yeah.
So the fact that Netflix is trying to do it in one, kind of about.
It's just gonna be a 6-hour film.
Yeah.
They're gonna redefine.
Yeah, I mean, just because it's a Netflix thing, they could be like, well, I mean, it could be an 8-hour movie.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what?
At that point, they might as well just split it and say it's Netflix's new series and cut it into hour chunks. That probably would have been better. But yeah,
It just looks like a bad teen drama to me.
Kind of.
Maybe
Yeah,
the whole cheerleader scene. The
cheerleaders.
cheerleader thing got me.
Like there were cheerleaders in it. You had a scene where Light looked like he was in a back alley running away from cops, which I'm like, wow, he totally screwed up from the Light I know. The Light I know would have
Well,
caught
I
dead
think the
being
cheerleader thing just kind of makes sense because idol culture doesn't exist in America, and
So
so
they're
you
trying to
can't have
replace it.
Misa be an idol.
It's
So
just
she
a
has to be
cheerleader.
something of equivalent social order, I guess.
But at the same point, who's gonna watch Death Note on Netflix but a bunch of weebs?
Exactly.
And then the weebs are going to be pissed off because it's not exactly like the manga.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. There's
we're
a
not-
lot of people that would just watch all Netflix exclusive things and all Netflix originals will be like, hey, that's a thing, and then they'll
And a
watch
lot of
it.
them actually aren't that bad. Like the movies, I don't think I've actually watched a movie Netflix original that I've enjoyed, but I've really liked a lot of their original series.
Yeah.
A lot. Like most of their Marvel
Yeah.
stuff, Series of Unfortunate Events came out, and that was really
Yeah, that was
good.
pretty good.
Short. I'm annoyed where they cut it off, but it was still really good.
Patience Panda.
Yeah. I've heard good things about
Okay.
The Crown, though I haven't watched it yet.
Oh yeah, same.
Mhm. And House of Cards, I'm way behind on, but is really good.
Just watch the British version. It's better.
Yeah. Because it's British. British make everything.
Well, yeah. Like, they've had to adapt. I mean, didn't that show only last for like 2 seasons in its original run? And now it's like 4 seasons on
Something like
Netflix. So they've had to
Something
just
like that.
create from whole cloth.
Yeah.
But I think
Netflix is testing my patience for Little Witch Academia. We knew this was going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
We knew
Yeah.
as soon as they got the license, they were going to do the exact same thing that they did with Seven Deadly Sins, which was wait for like a year, dub it, and then throw it up on their service. That's what they're going to do with Little Witch Academia. That is exactly what they're going to do with it. We're going to get it in
at
like
least it means they're
6
taking their
months.
time,
Maybe?
I guess.
I guess? I don't know. I don't know. Oh yeah, and Iron Fist came out, and I've heard nothing but bad things. I haven't watched Iron Fist.
I don't care what anyone says. That show is fun. I will fight you on the
It
moon.
does have some very fun bits. But
It is,
they're,
like-
they're spread out very
would be good
thin.
if it came out in 1998.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I've been reading comics since I was 10. So,
Right.
and I say that every time like a Netflix movie comes out
Mhm.
or a show comes out because I'm
Yeah.
like, this is how these characters are,
Yeah.
and it's great.
Mhm.
When everyone's like, I can't wait for Iron Fist, man, it's gonna be so bad. I'm like, you have never read Iron Fist. Like, that is not great. And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, Danny's a hippie. Like Danny's like a Buddhist hippie guy.
Mhm.
Like he's just a free loving dude. Like he doesn't really fit. He's the odd man out in the Defenders. So
Mhm.
when I saw the show, I'm like, yep,
That fits.
that fits. And everyone's like, I hate it. I'm
Okay.
like, cool, don't read the book.
No, I think that is kind of the problem though, because like all of them, the 4 main Defenders, all have very different tones to it. Like Daredevil is a lot closer to the stereotypical hero /
Yeah.
grim dark realism thing that's been very
Yeah.
prevalent recently. And then you move to
He's
Jessica
been like that
Jones.
for a couple decades, though.
Yeah. And then you move to
Like,
Jessica Jones,
fair.
which was far less dark in the same sense. It is still very dark, but it's because it has different tones and it has a different topic. And that's cool. And then you have Luke Cage, which was mostly about race, which pissed off a lot of people. And then you have...
Which was weird.
Really odd.
I'm like, what did you
A
expect?
show about a black guy has things to say about black people and black culture and racism. No.
Exactly.
Surprise! And then and then you have
It's like crime in Harlem.
Iron Fist, which I haven't seen, so I can't accurately describe Iron Fist in a sentence because I haven't watched it yet. But if he's
It's very
anything like
different.
you explained, yeah, then he would also be different. I think people would be like, well, can't we just have Iron Fist but like Daredevil? I think that's what people wanted.
Then just watch Daredevil.
I think that would have
Just
made
watch
him more
Daredevil.
likable.
Yeah.
Yeah. My biggest gripe with Iron Fist is like the one thing that I've seen people like say like, well, that's dumb, and I'm like, okay, I can see that. Is people are like, there's not enough kung fu. I'm like, yeah, that's the one thing about the show that I don't like.
There's not
Is
enough kung fu.
when he's a parody of like that's why him and Luke Cage get along because in the
Right.
comics they were both made to like one was Luke Cage was made to exploit the blaxploitation era,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
Iron Fist was made to exploit like the kung fu era.
Oh, nice.
So the two of them get along really well, which is why they have the Heroes for Hire show, which is probably what we're going to get because neither of those two shows is getting a sequel. But again, yeah, the issue I've seen people say is like, there's not enough kung fu, and why is Danny white? And my instant response is like, you can't just ask someone why they're white.
Oh my god.
Yes,
Because the two white
it was
people
all
love each
leading
other
up to
very
Mean
much.
Girls joke. It was all leading up to Mean Girls. No, but yeah, like I've seen people say like, why isn't he white? And I'm like, why would he not be white? That's his character. He's some dude from New York. But if he wasn't, I wouldn't care. Like, because as long as they nail Danny, which they did, I don't care. But people now are like, Danny's a bad character. I'm like, yeah. I don't know what you expected. He's not-
Have you like
that's
read
his guy.
the comic, bro?
Exactly.
Oh, Stranger
It's-
Things.
I'm-
Fuck. How did I forget Stranger Things? Stranger
Yes.
Things is amazing. Holy shit.
I
fun.
binge watched that with my friend in one night,
Oh wow.
and for some reason my roof, like it was really rainy, and my roof was like leaking that night. So out of nowhere, my roof started leaking at the end of Stranger Things. We had just wrapped the last episode, and my roof leaked. And we're like, ah, like right away,
Turns out you were in the Upside Down all along.
the whole time.
I haven't finished watching it yet, please.
Oh no,
What
no,
episode?
no spoilers.
I'm like 4 episodes in, I think.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, so speaking of Stranger Things, this is probably going to mark me as the odd man out or just the fucking old grump that I am.
So as
But
usual.
thanks. Yeah, so business as usual.
Yeah.
But I found myself actually fast forwarding through the kids stuff for a fair bit of those first couple episodes
Okay.
until 11 showed up and joined the crew. And the reason I did that is because I felt like I know these characters already. I don't
You don't
need
need
to watch
see
them
the
again.
backstory because you know who they are. Yeah.
I know who they
Fair
are
sense.
because
Makes
they're
sense.
me. Because for two things, they're me and my friends for starters.
Yeah.
As somebody who grew up during the '80s, a little bit, and for another thing, like I know who these characters are already because I've seen movies that were set in the '80s or were made in the '80s. I know who these guys are already.
It's the Goonies if they played D&D.
Pretty
Yeah.
much, yeah.
Someone in the chat, I literally searched Jessica Jones on Mal because I didn't know what the fuck you were talking about. Sorry. Sorry.
Okay, you're like at a 10 weeb. We need you to be at like a 7 weeb.
I keep seeing Jonathan Joestar questions, and I'm like, I'm not Jonathan.
But you're
No, you're
JoJo.
clearly Joseph.
I am.
Yeah.
I am literally Joseph Joestar.
Oh shit!
I actually- When I first started making videos, like I was Joey Baggins, and I was like, I can't use that name on anything, so I'll make JoJo. Before I ever watched an episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, or even really knew what it was about. So I made that name, and I had so many people say like, "Oh, you're like, is that like a Joe joke?" I'm like, "What the high hell is a Joe joke?"
It's a JoJo.
Is that what
Like-
they call it now?
I never heard of that, to be honest.
And then I watched the show, and now when people ask like, "Do you know JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?" I'm like, "Duh!" But before I would be like, "I don't know what that is."
That is.
I was there with you
That's-
that time. That was so awkward
Exactly.
and hilarious.
Well, it's like that's just what people call me. Like in real life, I'm either Joe or JoJo. So it was strange to be like, "Oh, there's a show about me. Cool." I have a friend named Caesar. He's great. That's not true, but I'm gonna pretend like it is.
Oh my God. We don't talk about Caesar.
What was
Sorry,
the other-
sorry, it's pronounced Caesar.
Or Kaiser if you play Fallout New Vegas. There was a
Exactly.
question
Or Kaiser.
earlier if I was going to review Monster or Technolize. Monster, I'm waiting on getting a copy from, so I need to order
good
that
luck
from
with that.
Australia because that's the only places that freaking
I was gonna say, where are you gonna get it from?
Australia, obviously. And Technolize I already own, but Technolize. Technolize is a level of deep that I don't know if I can actually fully tread. So I know that I did a video a bunch of years ago on Lane, and I thought I did my best to cover Serial Experiments Lane fairly well, despite its content. But Technolize makes Lane look like I don't freaking know.
Got a guy with a robot arm in it.
Yeah.
There you
that
go.
one.
There's your review.
There it is. A guy in a robot arm. The entire episode has no dialogue. The entire first episode has no dialogue in it. Whatsoever. No dialogue. It just shows you shit. That's the first episode of Technolize. Like, that's like the best thing that I can just show you. I can just like... Technolize is like one of those shows that people point to
And
be like, I
you
totally...
should do a review without words.
I should do a review of Technolize without words. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Just all the flashcards.
yeah, flashcards,
Nobody-
exactly.
Nobody would get it. Nobody would get it unless they seen the show. And they'd be like, what the fuck is this shit? But I should do that, because it would fit so well. Fits
Do
so
it.
well. Does Arcada do Edward Elric cosplay on a daily basis? No, but I do have the outfit from when I had long hair. I do actually have
That's
an Edward
great.
Elric cosplay outfit. It's over
A
in the
friend of
closet.
mine, recently found out that I knew you, and he was so jealous, and he was extremely upset that you had cut your hair because he had long hair too.
Well, I cut it
Like,
because...
Someone like me, yeah.
Long hair is not manageable, man. Like, I got tired
No,
of it.
it's not.
I cut my hair.
I told him, it's like, I'm still finding hairs from like the previous YumaCon, not the most recent one, the one before that when you're sleeping on my couch. Like, I'm still finding every now and again strands of long blonde hair.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. It gives me excuse to lie to people. Say, yes, I have a blonde girlfriend now.
No.
Oh wow. Okay.
I'm so sorry.
It's
I'm so sorry. Like, okay, so like Technolize is a good show, but you have to like that kind of show. So before you watch Technolize, watch things like Lane, watch things like Noeen. If you can get through those with no problem, Technolize will be okay. Don't jump straight into Technolize. You will have a bad time.
Good for deaf people.
Yeah, it's good for deaf people because there's no dialogue in the first episode. But
Oh,
yeah. But yeah, when's the full Rakugo review? When I actually decide to sit down and watch the second season of Rakugo, because I've been waiting for it to end first, because I know it's going to kill me. Like, emotionally kill me. I know it's going to happen. So...
It's been slowly destroying Miles and Sue both.
Oh my god. Watching the Twitter feeds of Miles and Suin talk about Rakugo, just, like, not even in
Oh, yeah.
context, I'm just like, this is going to be so fun when I get to Rakugo.
Oh boy.
Oh god, okay, so... But yeah, so that's what's going on with that. Thoughts on Nichijou? Best comedy ever.
I'm sorry, why did you say that when you clearly meant Azumanga?
I'm more of a school rumble type of girl.
Oh, that's a good one, too. That's the good one, too.
Yeah, no, they... Oh, good!
Konosuba.
What about Konosuba? No, Konosuba.
Yeah.
Konosuba was great till they made a second season.
I like
I'm
season two.
more of a
Oh, I
fan
love
of
season
Friends, personally.
You're like Kimono
Okay.
Friends. I like Kimono Friends too, though apparently I'm in the
No,
minority.
no, not Kimono Friends.
Oh.
Friends.
Just Friends.
Just
I
Friends.
also like
Whitish.
Friends.
It's a very different show. Friends.
I modeled my life after
So-
Joey.
Yeah.
Why'd you do that?
Because he's rad as shit.
Yeah, but did you see that show? The fucking spin-off
the
show, man?
It was me and my parents watched that mostly to support Matt because we felt terrible for him. We're like, oh, this is really sad.
Remember when Matt LeBlanc was a thing? Yeah.
He
He's
still
still
is.
kind of a thing.
He's doing Top Gear now.
He's a
Yeah.
shadow of a thing.
Oh, that's right.
He
I
was on-
forgot.
Yeah.
He did a really good show called that I liked anyway, called Episodes, but that was the last I saw him.
Mhm.
Ark, will you
I
ever
remember
stream
that.
Ark Survival Evolved? Is that just because it has Ark in the name and you think that would be funny if I'm like, hey, I'm
Is that
surviving in
with
Ark?
dinosaurs.
Har har
Dinosaurs.
har.
He's going for the joke. Yep.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
sure it's
yeah.
legit.
Har har har.
Evangelion 4.0 needs to be made. You are correct. I still need to watch 3.3. I have it. I just haven't watched
No, you
it.
don't.
I
No,
have
you
it.
don't.
I own it. I just haven't watched it because, like, when you spend so many years not watching it, you just kind of get used to not watching it. I own it, but I haven't watched it. I'll probably watch it
I
when
was
4.0 comes out
going.
because I've waited.
I am
this
perfectly
long.
happy. I am perfectly happy to think of Evangelion just entirely in the past tense. That's fine.
Yeah, no,
I don't want to
that's
think of it as a
totally fine.
current thing.
What do we think?
I
of
had only
Silent
seen it
Voice?
recently.
I've heard it's good, but
Oh, I
haven't
read the
watched it
manga.
yet. Yeah, no,
I've read the manga. I love it.
I've heard it's good,
just don't-
but I'm sorry.
Yeah,
It
just
was-
don't think of it as a
was quite
romance.
good.
It's not a romance. Just want to say, a lot of people like it's advertised as a romance, but it's not.
Okay.
So don't go into thinking it's a romance.
Okay.
Oh.
I got really confused because the second opening for Zeta or Victory Gundam is called Silent Voice, and it just threw me off like real hard. What the fuck are you on about? Oh, it's a thing that came out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Someone asked if I was going to review Voltron. I don't know, because I think that falls into the category of people yell at me because it's not anime, quote, quote. I had an excuse when I did
You already broke
Avatar.
that rule, bro.
I had an excuse when I did Avatar because people voted on it, so I could be like, that's their problem, not mine. But Voltron's really good. How about that? It's just really good, and if you haven't watched the new Voltron, go watch the new Voltron. It's really good.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
I do gotta catch up on it.
I haven't watched season 2 yet. I mean to, because that came out when I was in Quebec in January, and I was like, I should watch that, and then I didn't.
Yeah.
I need to get on that. Have you seen Tokyo Magnitude 8? No, but I own it.
So short.
My soul.
You have no idea how many things I own that are on my shelf, but I just haven't watched. Because I see them at cons, and I'm like, hey, I've heard this is pretty good. I should buy it, so I watch it. And then I don't. I have like 5 shows that I bought at Anime Boston last year, and I'm going to Anime Boston next week again. And I still
Don't
have
buy any
shows.
DVDs.
I'm basically not. I've told myself I can't buy DVDs this year because I'm like, I'm not gonna get to watch any of them because I'm just not gonna watch them. So, what were you in Quebec for? I was at a convention called G Anime. That was in Ottawa, in the Ottawas, and it was my first time in Quebec.
What did the G stand for?
I don't know. I didn't actually ask. I don't think it was anything good or profound. I think maybe it's standard for Gatineau because we were in the Gatineau area. I'm not sure. But yeah, no. So that's what I did, and it was cool. What do you think of Sakamoto, Deska? Sakamoto is a very good character. His show gets really old after episode 1.
Yeah, I dropped it after episode 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
I ended up watching the end of that show and then the first episode, and I was just like, wow. Okay, they managed to squeeze 13 episodes out of that joke.
Do you ever plan on making any video whatsoever about Ghibli? I would very much like to
No.
not face Disney's lawyers. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
If
I
I
think that goes
ever
for all of us here.
if I ever thought that such a video would not be taken down instantly, I would probably make it. Until
The
such
mouse will
time,
murder you.
until such time, the mouse can have his Ghibli, and I will.
You spoke
That
about
sounds
Ghibli
very
before, right? Like
profound.
in your 25 recommendation-ish
I
video,
did. That was
right?
kind of my test, and it went through, no problem. So I was tempted to make another video, but I was like, I think I tempted fate, as was.
Yeah.
Alright.
But no, I did have a video, and I did in one of my recommended videos because I talked about everything Miyazaki, and I was like, you should go watch anything with Miyazaki's name attached to it. I don't guarantee that you'll like anything with Miyazaki's name attached to it because some of his films can be hit or miss, but you should still go and see some of them because a lot of them are really good. Thoughts on Mushishi? Mushishi is amazing. I think
Watch it before bed.
Watch it before bed. I think
it
I'm
before bed?
still.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm still behind on Mushishi because I think there's like a couple episodes of either an OVA or a third season that I haven't got around to. I can't remember.
Third season. I thought there was just a second
Or something.
season.
No, I think there was like a season, an OVA, and then another season or something. Hold on.
Ah.
Mushishi.
Wasn't it like when you came on Okko to do it?
It
you,
was.
Like, hadn't finished the show.
Something. I could have sworn
so
I
you
finished it
left
after.
before the end.
I thought I finished it after that though because it's Mushishi and I really liked it. Okay, so there was season 1. The next passage came out in 2014. So did the special episode. Yeah, so that's how it was. It was season 1. Then there was a 1-episode special that came out in January of 2014, and then. Oh, that's why, because Mushishi Zoku Sho was split into 2 halves.
Yeah.
That's why. Okay. So somewhere in Zokusho's second season is where I think. I need to finish it. There are a lot of things I need to do. I need to rewatch Kino's Journey because that's getting that's getting a re-release. Well, probably a re-release. Knowing
Most likely.
Funimation and a bunch of other things. But that's getting another season. So that's
I think
cool.
the second season will have dumb scan lines as well.
I don't know. I actually kind of hope so because that was kind of a unique thing from the original Kino. And I like that a lot. But actually trying to use any footage from Kino makes it look so garbage, though. Because I'm just I don't know if this is like interlacing or if this is actual scan lines or some weird shit. But yeah. Thoughts on Attack on Titan Season 2? I'm sure it's going to be a thing.
Oh, it'll be a thing.
It's going to be a thing.
Will it?
I heard a rumor that it's only going to be 1 core. Don't know how accurate that is.
Yeah. I heard it's going to be 13 episodes.
Yeah.
I heard a rumor that it's going to be set after where season 1 ended. I think that one's quite steadfast.
Probably. I heard a rumor that there may be a Titan in it. I don't know.
I heard it was
I'm
Ant-Man.
just making stuff up.
I heard a rumor
I-
that Levi will be the main character. What?
What? That would actually be really cool.
I wish.
I hear that somebody's gonna get like all their limbs bitten off because violence.
Yeah. Yeah.
Violence gets the views.
Probably. But I'm hoping for like Titan on Titan fights, and if it is 1 core, I will say that okay, well at least in that case they probably won't be screwing around, because in season 1 there was a lot of not necessarily filler, but some of the arcs were twice as long than they needed to be. So if they condensed that and just made 1 core, then I could see it being okay. But if it's 1 core with the same pacing and spread out that they had in season 1, it's not going to be good. But everybody will watch it, probably, because it's Attack on Titan. So,
Not I.
Yep.
So that will be a thing. I'm actually honestly more excited for My Hero Academia than I am
Yes,
for
same.
than Titan season 2.
It's crazy because they're both airing on the same day.
I know.
Oh wow!
And I'm like, wow, someone thought that was a good idea. But I'm the one with the so I don't know.
That day shall be known as the day the Crunchyroll servers are down.
Yeah, no, I feel so bad because now it's Crunchyroll's problem. That's kind of the weird thing because they're both technically Funimation titles, but because they're not going to be dubbed, they
new guy.
Yeah.
Suin, hey,
Oh, soon.
Hey, it's Suing.
Hello.
she fixes her mic.
I was gonna say it's probably Mike Setup.
I'll be your soft-spoken lady for this episode. Stream.
Can anyone hear me?
Yes, we can hear
Hello.
you.
Hey,
Hello.
There we go.
Excuse me while
Oh.
I add your name to the list of names.
List?
Yeah, on the stream I have everybody's name in there.
The Death Note.
Yeah,
that must have sounded creepy. I'm on the list. Like,
you're on the list.
Did I get shot?
No, you're not gonna get shot.
He's been writing everybody in this black notebook. It's really weird.
Oh wait, why did I capitalize?
Excuse me,
your
that's
name?
racist. Black notebook.
Yep. And still a better light than Nat Wolf.
Oof.
oh my god.
I don't like him.
Remember
He's a
when
bad
Zac
actor.
Efron was rumored to be light? And those
He's
are the
still a
days.
better actor than Nat. Like, I don't like that kid.
I'm so sad. Like,
What has Zac Efron been in since High School Musical and that 17 Again movie?
Jail.
He was in jail.
Ouch.
He was
Okay,
in.
so he was probably bumming with Shia LaBeouf then, in the meanwhile.
Oh my god.
I saw him
Actually,
playing
I'm-
Battlefield 1 last Evo. Not Evo. E3.
Oh yeah, that did happen. I forgot about that.
Someone's requesting that you turn up your volume, Mark.
My volume.
Your volume's fine.
Yeah, turn yours up and turn everyone else's down to nothing. And then
Ah.
sing for us.
My volume.
Yes.
Okay, well, I will turn slightly up, and we'll see. I didn't actually see that. I thought I was reading all the chat, but it is going pretty quick. That's racist.
now
it's
Hashtag
going.
cinema sins. Cinema sins.
Have you guys seen that everything wrong with video?
Yep.
Yes, and it's amazing.
Oh, no.
Amazing.
I love that video so much.
Those are so good. There's more than one now.
Well, I saw the Sherlock one, and I was like, yes. Like, it was.
I saw the one on was it Civil War or no, it was Avengers 2 that he
Avengers.
Yeah.
did. He was just like, gee, if you've been paying attention and not just making cheap shot jokes, like,
That's all they do.
yeah, it really is. They were there, they were on it for a while.
Yeah.
Well, it gets the
And
views,
now-
so.
Yeah.
That's all it needs to do.
Sadly.
Yeah.
I've been reading the whole
Is
time.
liking traps gay?
Someone thinks I haven't been reading.
What
I've
question
been
are
reading
they?
the whole time. I'm trying to. I answer questions that I can read when there's a break in conversation. I don't like cutting people off to answer things from the chat.
Someone
Word.
asked you, is liking traps gay?
It's like I like traps.
Well,
It's not gay.
according
it's
to
really
the old
traps.
internet adage, we are all gay for Bridget. So,
Well, yeah.
I guess.
I mean,
I mean,
I don't know
Matt.
what you're talking about.
yeah.
Manly.
Tales of Zestiria, the Axe. It wasn't bad. I stopped watching Zestiria after a couple of episodes because I was like,
Oh, yeah.
it's okay.
Okay, there are two types of questions I'm seeing right now.
Mm.
It's one, have you seen Scum's Wish? Or two, what was it? Do you like Ruby or not?
Scum's Wish, no, but
Yes. I mean, good.
Oh god.
I read the mango.
the
It's
mango.
alright.
Well, that must have been an interesting situation. You're just
It
you're
ends-
holding
it
a
ends
mango
next
trying to
month.
read it.
Which is nice.
And Ruby, I am woefully behind because I'm.
Oh, really?
I think I was like halfway through. No, because it was a problem because I was like. I originally was catching up to them by buying the DVDs because I liked the fact that the DVDs just played an entire season like it was one film and I didn't have to watch the credit and opening sequence every 5 minutes. So, but it was like halfway through volume 2, my DVD like stopped working, and I haven't gone back to it since.
Oh, it's on Netflix
I'm sure
in
it
the
gets
same
better.
format.
Yeah. I'm sure it gets better. I've been told the most recent season is the best animated Ruby that got put out.
It always is, you know. Every season the animation gets better.
So, I'm looking forward to getting back to it at some point. But I have a lot of shit on my shelf. Not just like shit as in crap, though there is
The
probably a
DVDs.
lot of that. But I have a lot of actual DVDs on my shelf of things that I haven't watched.
Any Red versus Blue fans? No.
I have the
Back in
whole
the
entire
day.
collection of Red versus
I remember
Blue.
when that was new.
Yeah,
Me-
no,
I was there day one.
Yeah, no, I watched Red
I
vs. Blue
thought
for
people
like its
forgot about
first
that when
4
Google
seasons.
Video stopped being a thing.
Yeah.
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 Oh god. Google Video.
Wow,
I
Google
have the
Video.
entire collection of Red versus Blue, and I haven't watched any of them yet.
I've seen everything up till I think like like everything after Recollection because I felt like that was a great jumping off point.
I don't even know what that was. I
Oh,
didn't
it's
get that
like
far.
their best season.
I think I stopped before then. I stopped at like season 3, season 4 or something. A long
Yeah,
time ago, because they're like
everything
at
they
12 or
do.
13 now? Something
Yeah.
like that.
15?
15.
They're the second longest running sci-fi series.
Yeah.
Next to what?
Which is
Doctor Who.
Like-
Doctor
I knew
Who,
it. I was
yeah.
gonna say it's Doctor Who, isn't it?
Yep.
yeah.
Is that what we're comparing it to? Red versus Blue? In the same
Yeah.
in the same sentence as Doctor freaking
Doctor
Who?
Who.
Holy
Oh, they're
shit,
totally the
man.
same.
Holy shit, Doctor Who.
Yeah. But
That
Someone-
is-
someone's
yeah,
asking-
no, Like
You know,
I picked up on Red versus Blue, and I finally got back up into it.
Mhm.
Like I got caught up, and I was just like, well, this is still funny. This is still the same characters I like. I just don't really know why it won't end.
It should have ended after Recollection because everything
Yeah.
closes in such a good way,
Yeah,
and it
But-
made me.
but
It
the
kind of
money-
ruined Church.
but
The money, yeah.
Yeah.
The money.
The money.
Rooster Teeth loves their money. To be
Well, I mean,
fair,
they got a
so does
business
everyone.
going.
Exactly.
So I mean, I can't blame them, but at the same time, it's just like, dance with the partner what brung you, but you started Red versus Blue in 2003.
Yeah.
Can I adopt that saying? Because that's great.
Like, dance with what brung you? Yeah, no,
I've,
it's
that's
an
awesome.
Americanism.
I love it. That's
Yeah.
great.
Dance with
It's a,
Woodburn.
well, I hate to break it to you, but I didn't come up with it.
No, it's fine.
Own it,
No,
though.
just pretend like you did.
Just pretend like you did, because I've never heard that before today. So
It's because you don't live in the Midwestern United States.
no, I don't live in the United States at all.
Yeah, you should probably keep it that way. It's pretty shitty down here.
So I've heard. And I've been reading. As
Yeah.
such.
We did
I
manage to keep it from getting
apologize
slightly
for my
less worse.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you played any Yumineko yet? No, because Yumineko is balls long and really dense. Really dense. Oh my god, is Yumineko dense. I started reading it because, visual novel, and I have a copy of it, or at least part of it, because it's also, like, in multiple parts. And, like, after the first hour of playing it, I was like, why did anyone think that trying to adapt this to an anime would work? There is so much shit here. It's like trying to take a book with 5,000 pages and condense it to a half-hour episode. I'm like, what are you trying to do? It does not work. So now I understand
Does
a little
not
bit more.
compute.
I understand a little bit more why the anime wasn't as good as people thought it was going to be. And I'm like, now I understand. Now I understand. Gintama! In all caps. One of these days, I will get to Gintama. When I have the time to watch a show that has more than, like, a couple hundred episodes.
I'm currently catching up to it.
It's like 400 episodes of comedy, and just the concept of that makes me want to throw up.
Yeah.
I agree.
It's probably very good.
One episode of Gintama, and it is the one that ends up with them in a truck chase
Mhm.
where wieners are coming out of the casket that they're chasing after. Just hundreds of dozens of wangs.
I'm sure I'd actually enjoy it a lot more if it wasn't for the fact that it was entirely a comedy, and you can't, or at least I can't, marathon comedies to that extent, because I
It's
get...
sort of like half action, half comedy, though.
Sort of.
I've heard there's good fight scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still in the comedy bit. Like the first 50 episodes is comedy, and I'm on episode like 41 right now.
Mhm.
So I'm almost there.
Almost
then
there.
it's 300 episodes of
In
serious
41 episodes, how many times have you audibly laughed?
I find it very funny because I do like parodies. That's my type of comedy. So
Well, you'd love Sergeant Frog then.
Oh my god.
I watched like one clip of it, and one of them said "Love Live" out loud, and I was like, "Well, this is funny."
Oh, time to get out of here.
Time to leave.
Comedies are.
Time to
I'm not
leave.
crazy about like.
And at
straight
that point,
comedies.
like, Ken comes in, he's just like, I've been summoned.
Love Live.
Mentioning Love Live, it's my time to watch Gintama, boys.
I remember this one guy telling me that I needed to watch Gintama. It's like, okay, sell it to me. He goes, okay, the first 50 episodes you need to watch. Then it gets good from there. I'm like, no.
It gets better after
So the
50 episodes? Why would I want... Most shows
It's similar. It's similar to the whole thing where everyone was like, you need to watch Hunter x Hunter, whereas you actually do need to watch Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, you do.
And everyone actually does eventually watch Hunter x Hunter.
But it's
Because you watch one episode and you're like, this first episode was good.
But it's like saying you need to
I'm
watch
still
Hunter x
first
Hunter,
Hunter x Hunter.
except if Hunter x Hunter had like 50 episodes of filler before the show actually got good. And then they're like, no, you need to get through the 50 episodes of crap to get to the good stuff. And I'm like, no. No, I don't. 'Cause
Yeah,
most
you
of the
shouldn't try.
shows- Most of the shows I watch, 50 episodes, they're done. That's it. That's the show.
It's over, man.
Yeah. So,
Never try to sell anyone with the Final Fantasy 13 argument.
Oh my god.
I love that game.
I just looked up at my lightning figure like it's okay, baby. He
It's
didn't mean
okay.
it.
They didn't mean it. No, I think Final Fantasy 13 is the only Final Fantasy I've started but haven't finished.
Man, it's like my favorite one, and I'm not even unhappy to say that. It's got like the best post game.
Everyone's thoughts on 15?
I haven't played it yet because I
I
don't have
bought
a
it.
PS4,
I haven't
and I
played
won't
it yet.
until next month when Persona 5 comes out.
They
Pretty
sold
Boy
me.
Car Adventure.
That's pretty much how they sold. They're like, "Hey JoJo, you like idols, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Here's a bunch of cute boys driving in a car. Sometimes they fight monsters." I'm like, "Cool, I'm in." Like, right away.
Sometimes they fight monsters.
Sometimes they fight monsters.
All I'll say about 15 is it's put me off of pre-ordering games because I was really excited for it, and I pre-ordered it, and it came out, and then it sat on my shelf for like 2 months,
It
and
did
then I
the
sold it.
Yeah. I didn't sell mine. I played mine eventually.
Yeah.
Okay, a shit ton of
of these
people are just asking Kogia season 3 thoughts.
days. It's a thing. The thing.
I
that
can't wait to
bothers-
watch it.
I
It's
mean,
gonna be
to
a
be
shit show.
fair, it's
This-
Code Geass, and it has the most stupid plot twists in the world, so
It
they can do
does.
it if they want to.
It
I
does,
can't wait
and
to
they could.
like I did the other Code Geass shows.
It just kind of bothers me because I'm like, Code Geass ended, and it ended
Yeah.
well.
Yes.
It ended
Exactly.
really well.
That's my issue with it.
Why are we going
You could
back
just be
to
like,
this?
I'm still alive because I have 3 arms. And that'd be just
They could do that, and I would not actually be surprised if they were just like, yeah, no, we're just gonna give him 3 arms because he has the powers of God now.
What if it's
I
just a
remember when-
spin-off about Orange Boy?
Maybe that wouldn't be that.
It's
I
just
bad.
him
remember when
picking
Agito
up
the Exiled, the dub was announced.
Mhm.
They were talking about how like the old cast members are coming back, so they got Yuri Lowenthal as Suzaku,
Oh my
and they're like Kate Higgins as C2. Like she doesn't talk in the OVAs.
I mean,
She has like 2 words.
Does she like?
I haven't seen the OVAs.
Does she like grunt or be like, or make totally not sexual noises?
If I recall correctly, like she was in a flashback where she only says,
I
like,
don't even
a
remember
couple
what she
words.
did, and I only watched it like a month ago.
Yeah, she. We call it. They hyped her up immensely during the promo of I think the 2nd episode,
And then
but
nothing.
she never ended up like really becoming an integral part.
All I remember is that any scene that wasn't like battles, I was just like, when's the next battle? I'm bored.
Yeah.
Apart from the bit with the gypsies, that was the best.
Yes.
Did you say that on this live stream?
Well, because,
bit with
they were
the
actually
gypsies.
gypsies in
Yeah,
the
they
show,
were
so
old
it
lady
wasn't-
gypsies.
I'm not making a racial slur.
Yeah.
One of them was fondling one of the characters.
The old
They
lady
never died.
gypsies?
Yeah,
Doing
old
that?
gypsies.
I gotta say, guys, you are really selling me on these OVAs.
yeah, like, I'm so interested now.
Like, why should I watch it? Because
Exactly. Exactly.
Ark, I only want to watch Handshakers now because you got me interested in it. We succeeded, Suin.
What have you done?
No, like I'm not even joking. Handshakers is one of the best anime of the season.
I mean, that's not
No,
saying
no,
much.
no. Like I'm dead serious.
No,
I can't believe you've done this.
was that's the one with the impossible closet, right? The one that
Yeah,
Art
that
was
one.
pointing out. It's like
That
that is like a 1-inch deep closet.
Does it lead to Narnia though?
That's a good question.
It probably does. That would actually make
Dark.
sense if it had some like hyperdimensional portal in it. Then at least the lack of space would be accounted for.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Ark, somebody asked how much you like hockey.
Actually, not as much as you think. Mostly because I'm trash and my favorite team, quote unquote, is the Leafs, and they never win, so I have
Yes!
no reason to pay attention to them.
Dude, we just bonded.
I know. It's like everybody's like, "What's your favorite
Did
team?"
you guys just become best friends?
Everyone's like, "What's your favorite hockey team?" And I tell them the Toronto Maple Leafs. I'm like, "Why do you like the Leafs? They never win." And I'm like, "True, but the year that they do, I can say that I was a fan of them from day one, and I didn't bandwagon jump with them when they finally start winning."
In fairness, they literally switched in a bunch of rookies, so everyone's like, they might get good. And my
don't
friend's
get
trying to sell me on like watching hockey more often as saying like, it's like a sports anime. And I'm like, bullshit.
No.
Such a fucking Canadian conversation.
Sorry, yeah, I just realized it.
Should we
I'll
talk
shut
about
up
cricket
again.
instead?
No. You're Canadian,
I've
so you have to
never
talk
watched
about
it before.
curling.
Curling.
Curling is not a sport.
Curling
It's
is
a
totally
big girl
sport.
thing with their hair.
American Institution of Baseball.
That's like bowling with ice, right?
So I
It's
opened
like
my
sports
can of
with
Guinness and it
cricket.
kind of exploded on me. So this is lovely.
I thought I heard something.
Yeah. Ah!
I'm already a pint in, by the way, so you got some catching up to do.
Yeah, no, I do. I
Damn.
do. I did not actually expect that. 'Cause, okay. I'm annoyed now because some of my Guinness is now on the table, and I'm like, no,
No.
perfectly good Guinness. What the hell?
And he can't go licking his desk in the middle of the stream.
Yeah, because
I mean, he could, but
I could.
You could.
all the gifts. Think of all the gifts.
Thankfully, it's the,
Do it for the vine,
Oh,
Ark.
no.
Do it for the vine.
do it for the
Oh,
vine.
fine.
Tristan, this one guy for like 20 minutes straight was just kept asking, have you seen Shinzo Kaiori?
The answer to that question is
Yes,
no,
I-
but eventually I will.
Have you not? Damn,
yet,
you haven't
no.
been sued yet.
I watch it in pieces, like when I feel like it. I left off on episode like 20, I think. Yeah.
Tristan's gonna watch Rakugo and he's gonna cry his eyes out.
Yeah,
So
probably.
Didn't you already watch Rakugo?
I watched Rakugo.
No, he hasn't
Didn't you make a video about the first season?
he hasn't seen season 2.
And everyone was like, why didn't you say it was the best thing in the universe?
Konosuba
It
was
is.
the best thing in the universe at the time, obviously.
Oh, fuck off.
No.
I came out
There's
to have
no
a good
way-
time, and I'm feeling so attacked.
There is no
So-
conscious way you can tell me Konosuba, a show where it looked like it was animated by people having seizures midway, is better than Rakugo Shinju.
That's hilarious. 'cause
Okay,
it's
I was
from
about
the
to
same
argue, but
studio.
never mind.
Yeah, that's hilarious because they're done by the same studio.
Exactly.
Well, we know where to
That's
blood.
unfortunate.
I've never had a moment like that. I was about to be like, I will fight you on this, and I was like, oh, okay, you know what? Never mind. I'm good.
I'm good. Yep, I'm good.
The
Thoughts on Little Witch Academia?
So-
Fuck Netflix, and that's about where I am on Little Witch Academia right now. Yeah, I'll get to it.
so our
Yeah.
last time you tried to get me to watch Konosuba,
Yes.
we had all been drinking,
Yes, we
and I was not particularly into what it was throwing down.
No, you
So
were not.
please, I want you to try and sell me on season 2.
I can't because season 2 does not fix any of the problems I had with season 1 at all, and it depressed
It has
me.
one more episode than season 1.
I really like it. I
Like
really
there are
like season
parts
two.
of it that are okay. Here's my problem.
It's
for
got
season
memes
two.
in it.
Here's my
It's
problem
got
with
memes
season
in
2.
it. There
It
we
doesn't.
go.
Okay.
It doesn't change any of the characters at all. All the characters at the end of season 1 are the exact same characters that we get at basically the end of season 2. Nothing happens except like it's like the all of season 2 is just a show of filler. Nothing happens. They don't really fight anyone of note. They have fights, yeah. They do that bit where everybody gets swallowed by frogs like twice again.
What?
Oh, good. Because that was
swallowed by
definitely
puppies?
the best part of that first season.
Because that was definitely the best part of the first season. Like, I really like Konosuba, but that second season, while enjoyable, I was really hoping that they were going to do something else, and they didn't, and I was depressed. And
I
then
don't know. I feel like that we got characterization, like a lot
Yeah,
of
there was a bit
characterization,
more
world
darkness,
building.
background fleshed out, and as far as fighting, it's like he does have this end goal eventually of having to fight the Demon King, and he takes out 2 more lieutenants
Yeah.
by accident, mostly. but-
sort of.
They fight, yeah. He
Sort of.
kind of
Wait,
dies to
yay.
save a town at one point. He sort of dies to save a town.
Sort of.
And
Sort
Aqua
of.
is
Huge,
just as shit
gigantic
as
spoilers.
Aqua is just as shit as she was before. Aqua is so trash. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Yeah.
no, you know what? We're not friends anymore. No, like, never
We
mind.
bonded over hockey. We broke up over Aqua.
Exactly.
That's how this works.
I told somebody once, they're like, who's like your top tier waifu? I'm like, Aqua. And they're like, no, and I'm like, and everybody in the chat I was in was like, how dare you? You're the worst. I'm like, oh, from Kingdom Hearts? And everyone's like, oh, yeah, right away. Everyone's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
was there for
Best
that.
one was there,
I freaked out so much.
Yeah, you were mad. I was like, oh my god, I'm
I
sorry.
was. I was like, there's no possible way that Aqua's your number one wife.
No, she's not.
She's not.
Oh, boy.
Because obviously it would be Megumi.
If you had to pick, yeah. No, Darkness.
Darkness has her moments, although I kind of wish
yeah.
she had more than just her shtick. of
Oh,
hey,
no,
be
I
Liz.
understand
more.
that.
Yeah.
She did go overboard
Liz is
this
my
time, actually,
It's
with her
true.
masochist tendencies. It did go overboard. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, I had to edit a video that was praising that show, and just looking through footage was enough to get me sick of it. So
Oh.
Alan, that's how I feel most of
I
the
was
time.
like, why does every popular show have to have like unbearably bad character design?
Yeah, no, Suin had to do the exact same thing when she was editing parts of the Kimono Friends video I did. Because Suin
I
does
think,
not
like,
like
Let's
Kimono
make
Friends.
everyone really fucking colourful for no reason.
Like I think I messaged you at like 3 a.m. a couple times. Like,
Yes, you
just
did.
why? Are you, why? What the fuck is this?
What is this show, and why are we making a video on it? Because it's a good show.
What are you putting into my eyes?
It's a good show, Brent.
They're good
Doesn't
cats,
kid
Brent.
yourself. Don't kid yourself.
They're good cats, Brent. They're good cats.
Brent.
Thoughts on Gundam 00?
Well,
Good
people
entry
think
to
you're
the
furry
franchise.
now.
Don't think it has much to
It's
it.
better than Wing.
Although it's been a
There you
long
go.
time since I've watched Gundam 00.
Yeah, it's Gundam Wing 2.0. And save
Though
that.
not as bad as Wing. Like Wing is a special something.
The
And
Wing
Wing's been on my
has
feed a
problems.
lot in the last day or so because Crunchyroll finally added it. And everybody's like, holy
Yeah.
shit, Wing is like the best. And I'm like, have you even watched Gundam Wing? Like,
I think it's just because it's the one that a lot of people have personal attachment for.
well, yeah, because it
And
was
the one
the
that most people have
it was the big Gundam of the 90s, and a lot of people got into
The big Gundam of the
in
2000s. It didn't start airing until 2000.
Really?
Trust me, I just looked it up.
No, it was
the next
on,
History
well,
of Mecha show
maybe
is,
not
is
maybe
on
not in the
1995.
States, but like it was airing in Canada in like 98, 99. At least.
Yeah, because the cast it was
Yeah,
dubbed in
it
Canada.
started in '95. You might have looked up Endless Waltz.
Hang
I'll
on,
be
I'm
right back.
Well, no, in Japan it came out in 95, but like in North
Yeah.
America, I didn't think it came out for another year.
In North America, it dropped. It first got its air date on. It premiered on March 6th of 2000.
2000?
During summer of 2000, remained.
Did it air before 0079 came out on Toonami? Or
Yeah,
Western
0079 was cut off halfway through in Toonami
Okay,
because of
so-
9/11.
According
I'm not joking.
According to ANN doesn't list any of the Canadian broadcasts, but Prof is right that according to
Okay.
ANN, March 6th, 2000.
March 6th, 2000.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what the Wikipedia says.
Matt, we missed the 17-year anniversary of Wing airing in America.
I
Oh,
know.
damn it.
Why didn't we do a special occasion?
How old are you going to be, Ark? I'm going to be old as balls.
Not as old as me.
Not as old as Prof, but old as
Yeah,
balls.
Prof is still in his cryogenic stasis.
Serious though, I
Look,
would
all I'm saying is that I saw the Big Bang happen and I said, I've seen better.
I will be 27 starting.
Like, Prof was there when Walt Disney was still alive.
He was
Sure,
there
might
when
have
Walt
been.
Disney was cryogenically frozen.
Yeah.
'Cause
Someone
that's
keeps
a
asking
big
about Black Butler season 3. I'm assuming they're talking about
Book of Circus,
Book of Circus.
Or Book of Murder. Which one came first? Was it Circus or Murder? I think Circus was
Circus. Circus, and then Murder was the 2 OVAs, and then Book of Atlantic just came out, which is a movie.
To go
Is
back
it-
to my topic of I have a lot of shit on my shelf that I haven't watched. Book of Circus is one of those things.
You don't need to watch it. Black
No,
Butler isn't that
Black
amazing.
Butler and me have a bit of a history, mostly because it was the first thing I ever made an anime video on, so
Those
Because you're a
house, yeah.
savage
kind of have a
raging
bit of an
for Joshi.
attachment to that. It's a weird show to have an attachment like that to. I probably wish I picked a better show than Black Butler to be my very first video on, but hey, I didn't know what the hell I was
Hey,
doing.
What do
my
you think of the
first-
second season ended?
Take that how you will.
Yeah, but Book of Circus is like the best arc thus far. So
Well, yeah, because it retconned all of season 2. Thank you very much.
exactly. Oh
Season two had a great. I don't care what anyone says.
Get
Season 2 is what?
Uh,
Well, just like season 2 of Darker Than Black.
which is the
Actually,
better
if you watch
season.
Darker Than Black-
Thank you. Nobody agrees
I
with
know
me, but
nothing
I
about
like
that show.
Gemini of the Media a hell of a lot more than season 1. I really did.
I'll
Nobody
agree with
agrees
you
with
since
me.
I know nothing about it.
Good. We bonded
There are a
again.
bunch of people on the
That's
There you
right.
go. We're back.
That's how this works.
Bring it back.
Okay.
Hey, Ark, remember YTV?
Oh my god.
I do.
You remember Sugar and
There you go.
Carlos? Sugar and Carlos.
Yes, I totally remember. Do you remember the Yokomites? The weird
my
things
God.
that ate the. Yeah. Oh. Their new
YTV.
Yoki.
I saw Carlos on a GO train once.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Like he was just casually just like sitting in one of the seats. I'm like, I need to take a picture of this.
What, Carlos Zeta Rise?
Yes, definitely.
Totes.
Wait, is Carlos still hosting the Zone?
He is
Is he?
actually.
Is he? I thought he
Um,
took a break for a while.
Jeez.
I thought he wasn't. Like,
Oh, maybe he did.
let me look it up.
When I
The
checked in,
Zone.
because I check into my old kid shows.
As you do.
He was still on. Well,
The Zone.
I remember
by
being a
YTV.
kid and being jealous that everyone else got Toonami.
Does
Yeah.
anyone remember Bionics?
Yes.
Yes.
I was in this.
Bionics.
I was in
Is
this
that
weird
something
space.
from
I was in this
the
weird space
Xenoblade?
because when I was in grade 3 or 4, my dad lost his job in Canada and then got a contracting job down in Florida. So I was down and living in Florida for like 4 or 5 months. And because he couldn't get me into
I'm
school
so
down
sorry.
there, because he couldn't get me into school, I was sitting in his apartment for 4 or 5 months, and Toonami was the greatest thing ever for those 4 or 5 months.
And it ruined Ark as a human being for the rest of his
Ruined
life.
me as a human being, so yeah. So
Secret
that's-
origin stories.
So that's where I saw or kept seeing more Sailor Moon than I had previously. Though I saw a lot of Sailor Moon before then. That's where I saw Dragon Ball Z and where I saw Gundam Wing and Outlaw Star. I think Outlaw Star was on Toonami when I was watching it. I know it was on Toonami at some point. I'm pretty sure it was then.
It was the same block,
Yeah.
that same time period.
Florida, as in South Canada? Yeah. South.
Grown.
So
Justin,
many
what did you
things.
think of the dub with Serena and Darian?
Oh, so the original Deke dub? Oh my god. Okay, the
Yes.
original Deke dub is so god awful, but I love it. It's so nostalgic because that's what I watched as a kid. So I can watch it
That's
now.
what it-
And I put this in my review of it. I put it side by side. In some scenes I actually prefer the old dub because they didn't have a lot of empty space. They were like, if there is empty space, that's a problem. So they wrote lines to fill in empty space. Of course, though, that means that they're not really properly adapting the material. But as a kid, I didn't care about that. I didn't care about that at all. So,
There was
I can look at it objectively now and say that the old dub was horrible, but I still enjoy it because it's nostalgic for me. So,
You all
there's
know
this,
the greatest dub of all time is Car Captors.
Oh yeah.
I
there
will
is this
actually
very
say that
realistic
because
adventure stuff.
they redubbed Card Captors, and I think they did it worse. I've only seen
I think it
some
was outsourced to
scattered
Hong
bits.
Kong or something.
I've only seen some
Is
scattered
that supposed
bits
to
of the new
Hong
dub,
Kong?
and it does not sound that great, like at all.
But at
Well,
the same point,
what made it better was
Mm-hmm.
in the Canadian dub, they actually got children around their age to voice it.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas in I think it was Animax. I think that was the one where they got pretty much actors living in Hong Kong,
Mm-hmm.
and they were like all in their late 30s, early 40s.
as you
And you can
do.
tell they're not used to dubbing anime because a lot of them are just live action or theater actors.
Mm-hmm. So I just looked it up. YTV history here. Carlos.
Oh God.
Carlos was hosting YTV until December 31st, 2007, where he introduced his new co-host, Joyce, and then they swapped and did a bunch of different things, and then up until... It doesn't say anything about from, like, 2007 until 2012, and then he was apparently gone for a while, and then there were new cast members that came on in 2013... new people in 2014, and then it says at the bottom, the zone is currently hosted by Carlos, Lisa, Victor, and Suki. But I don't know who those people are.
I only know Carlos.
I only know
Well,
Carlos. I stopped watching
I remember-
the zone way back in the day, so yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember Pat and Jenny from even before Carlos and Sugar.
right.
Yeah, before
Yeah.
Carlos and
When they
Sugar,
still
yeah.
have that dismembered hand.
Yeah, the dismembered hand who lived in the toilet. Yeah,
Mm.
I loved him.
Yeah.
That
What
show.
the fuck?
I know.
I'm right there with you,
Explain.
Prof. I'm like, what?
Welcome
I know.
to Canadian kids programming here.
Are you all
Well, it
high
was-
up
it was
there
bad.
constantly?
Basically, it's
Oh,
legal.
life
Well,
lady
no, it's not
toilet
legal, but
thing.
yeah. I wish it was legal.
What do you think the leaf in the Canadian? That's not a maple leaf. Bro.
God damn it!
Exactly.
You gotta move up there.
There you go. No, I remember it was the Zone, and once I finally saw Toonami, I was like, never tell my parents this, but it was the Zone, Toonami, and shit, what's her name? Crap. I can't remember her name.
Elvira?
Paula?
Elvira. I watched those 3 things, and I was like, I want to do that. I want to host like a block of TV.
That'd be cool.
And yeah, I've always wanted to do that.
I wonder if that would actually work nowadays with like modern TV. It'd be the thing that helps it fight against like online TV. The way things have been shifting.
Well, I was thinking about that too, because like that would be good as like I bet you like how Twitch has like Twitch Showcase or whatever, where like they're doing Power Rangers right now. Yeah. Which by the way, I've seen every season of fucking Power Rangers, so yes, good. I'm glad.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, a lot of people have, and I'm like, yes, good. I'm glad. They should totally have like a host who has like shit happening behind him, and then like they lead into the show.
Yeah.
Like I think it'd be fun.
Mm-hmm. I think it would work. Like, I kind of wish that what Toonami freaking did was, because most of the licenses that they have for Toonami now are licenses that the North American owners have for both the US and Canada, and I'm just like, why don't you have a live stream? Why isn't this on the net? Yeah. Why isn't this in a place where I can watch it in Canada? I totally would. I know that they do it at balls late at night, but I would stay up for Toonami. I would freaking do that. So, like, people tell me now, oh, Toonami's been back for, like, 4 years. And I'm like, has it? Because I don't watch it. I don't pay attention. I'm in Canada. I can't watch Toonami here. It just kind of sucks. I did watch Space Dandy when it aired.
Oh!
Yeah, we sure did.
We were in the same room.
Yeah, we were. I can't even remember what con that was.
Magfest.
That was Magfest.
That was,
that was like the best video you ever uploaded.
Okay.
Yeah.
You asked Weaver to record the quick little vlog thing you did after it with you and Prof, and he was falling asleep while holding the camera, so it sort of tilted to the side and revealed I was sitting behind you.
That video was like, we both just watched Space Dandy. Yes, we did. Stay frosty.
But
then stay frosty. No, whatever.
No, I don't think that would have had the Twitch effect because I don't think my laptop could have handled it at the time.
Do you not have a plug-in for it on your phone?
I don't actually.
Render it on your phone.
2012.
Render it on my phone. Oh my god. My phone would overheat and explode. It's a Samsung Galaxy. It probably would. It's a Galaxy Note. It probably would explode.
A Galaxy Note. Oh wow.
Yeah. Before they were exploding.
There are vloggers who upload their videos by a phone, and they record everything on a phone. And it's like,
yep.
Jesus Christ.
No, I mean, if you're uploading daily, you kind of have to save time.
Yeah. I don't understand the people that can do it daily.
Like
I don't know how they get. I don't know how they get over that. I don't think I'd ever be able to do it daily.
It's quite a good way to get over it.
I suppose, yeah.
And how it's just like, I'm at the supermarket today. I'm going to buy these eggs. Man, look at these fucking eggs. Now we're going to go to the gym.
And people watch it.
Tristan, think of all the shekels you can get.
I know, right? I should do that, except instead of me going to the market, it's like, yep, I woke up. I'm going over to my couch, turning on the TV. I'm now watching anime that I can't show you.
Now you've got to go out and get coffee first.
I make coffee here. I don't even need to go out. Although if I did, I'd be like, I am not sponsored by Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons, please contact me. Here's my email.
I am not sponsored by
I tried that with Right Stuff.
You hold up the cup and bring it, and like your email address is written on the bottom.
Save our
We should consider doing like Veda.
Time lapses, exactly. You've got to do the whole freaking Casey Neistat thing where you waste like 8 minutes of the video on random shit of cars going past with like.
Oh wow!
I did kind of do that for the San Francisco vlog. I had some footage of that, and then I kind of threw that in at the beginning though, because that wasn't planned. I didn't have that much B-roll to work with for that particular vlog, but I need to figure out what I need to do before this weekend. What I need to do before this weekend is I need to figure out how to stabilize my camera in my car so I can actually have it so it doesn't freaking shake, and I have to try and stabilize it. Because when I did the Youmacon video, I did that, and I was able to sort of stabilize the footage, but it wasn't great. It was passable, but not much beyond that. So I need to see if I can figure out this week if I have time to do that, so then I
get
can
a selfie stick and become a true degenerate.
I actually have a selfie stick, so that's good.
Oh my god!
Oh wow!
I actually own a selfie stick because it was like $5, and I'm like, hey, I might need this at some point. Sure.
Oh, I was actually
Send
gonna
off
ask, like, did
buggers
you
with
buy
it.
it yourself or was it a gift? Never mind.
No, I bought it myself. I am just that trash. Just that trash. But yeah. Show us your posters. That's them. I have more
You
of my
should watch
other
those videos. These posters are in there.
Yeah, most of my other videos have the better posters. These are the I have some art, I guess, because like I have some Overwatch art and some Konosuba art and Cabaneri's there because it looked cool.
Because it's got the best villain in anime.
I know. Although the highlight, of course, is the giant ass Majora's Mask poster that I love to death because Majora's Mask is awesome.
I love how
Yes.
we can't see any of them.
Yes, we read the
Anime
live
art.
chat. I am reading. I am sort of reading the live
This
chat.
person has asked if we've seen Gundam Seed like 20 times. I think about half of us have. There you go.
Yeah, about half of us. Probably.
Mhm. Yeah.
Not me, though.
I watched Gundam Seed when it was airing. It was back then.
Damn.
I remember the dub of it. It was hilarious.
It's wow.
I can just
It's
imagine how good that is.
I think it's
had a
worse than
major
the
crush on
Pokemon
Athron
one.
when she was growing up.
awesome.
That was her day one Ian Somerhalder.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
We're making fun of you.
Of course.
God. So what is it with Japanese actors and voice actors and not being able to cry convincingly?
Oh, God.
Since you brought up
Them shots have been fired.
I am now
Kind of
remembering.
as well.
I think it's like this clip that I keep seeing on the internet, and I think it's from like a Kamen Rider or something, where you have this guy
Yeah.
with like CG tears just pouring like waterfalls out of his eyes.
I know what you're talking
That's-
about.
Yeah, I know that one.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's immediately what I thought
My
of when
tears
I said
are
that.
falling like waterfalls.
My tears are falling like waterfalls. Excel Saga is such a good show. I need to rewatch Excel Saga.
So good.
This guy has been asking if you've seen Onihei or if you do a review of it for the past 20 fucking minutes.
20 minutes. No, I have not
Calm
seen it.
down, love.
If you keep giving in to these people, they'll just keep doing it.
They'll keep doing it.
Well, yeah, but then you get
That's
tired
funny,
of seeing the same question.
Okay, what are the other things we've seen? Have you read Steins Gate Zero? I've seen like a million times.
Yes, oh god.
Thank you.
I
Have you seen
completed the prologue of Steins Gate Zero and then realized, oh, this is gonna be really good. I need to reserve some time to play this, and then I didn't. So it's kind of like saving for a rainy day when I feel like garbage and I need something to cheer me up because I know it will.
Have you seen Punchline? Punchline is fucking awful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not good.
No, I actually haven't seen Punchline.
I
So
would not recommend.
It's
Yeah,
forgettable.
no one
Barely
would-
anyone knows what it is. It's fine.
It has some interesting characters in it, but on the whole, it's not. For a show called Punchline, it doesn't have very many.
Ba-da-ba.
why don't you
That's-
stream on Twitch? Well,
Suck my
I'm not
dick,
streaming on
that's why.
Twitch today because we're not really
Holy
playing
shit.
games. Though we might later. I don't know.
I'm just-
But I normally stream every week on Twitch on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Plug.
Twitch.com/GR.
Okay, a couple people keep asking if
I was gonna say, I know there's a Twitch setting for like talk show, but I think
Yeah.
they expect you to talk about games still.
Probably. Although we
Yeah.
were joking earlier that I could put out a Gundam, put it together, and be like, "This is creative, guys."
Yeah.
There's a lot of people now who like do music on Twitch.
Yeah,
Really?
That's a thing.
So I was like, maybe if we can form like a band, we'll be like the next K-On! It'll be great.
We'll just call
Oh
it
my God.
Beck, and then we'll
Oh my
actually
God.
we'll turn the acronym into something completely unrelated, but we're just gonna call it Beck.
I know people are already mad at me about bringing up Canadian shit all the time and or talking too much, but to be fair, it's in my name. But two,
JoJo talks too much. Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
It's right there.
exactly. Do you remember when they were airing Beck on Much Music?
Yeah.
It was super weird.
Yeah.
They
Oh, what
aired,
was the other
they
thing
aired
that
Beck
they had
on Much
on?
Music.
What was the thing that I actually cared about that was on Much Music? Was it Aeon Flux? I think Aeon Flux was on Much Music. That was actually this good.
Yeah, it was
Is
weird.
Much Music just MTV?
Kind of. It's
Yeah,
like the Canadian
Canadian
version of MTV. Yeah.
Okay, because we got Aeon Flux on MTV down here,
Okay.
and it
They
was
tried
fucking
to-
weird.
Yeah, they tried to break into anime, and everyone's like, "No, more OC, please." To be fair, I was like, "Cool, It's fine. I'm fine with that."
Thoughts on Boruto? I have never watched
Mate, Boruto
Naruto.
is fucking lit.
Well, no, that's a lie. I have watched Naruto. I own the first season of Naruto. Me and Prof did a gag review a bunch of years back. I haven't touched it since.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Do you still have that one?
The video? Yeah, I still have it somewhere.
Okay.
I don't delete anything, Prof.
Fucking Naruto goes in Nine Tails form and then wears Sasuke Susanoo as armor, and it's the best.
Yeah.
That's
The
in
only-
the movie. I don't think they're going to do that. In
The only thing I will give a clap for Naruto is that I saw what was probably like the end credit scene of the last episode of Naruto where they did the pass-off thing from Sentai, and I was like, that's good. I like that. That's cool. I like that they did that, because I always liked that Sentai did that. I always thought that was a cool thing that Sentai did. Because there's never a
Sakura's
break
daughter's
between
name-
there's never a break between Sentai episodes, so the last episode is always the week before the next episode, and they already know the Sentai team and everything, so they have this end credit scene where Red Ranger passes off something, or they like do a be like, yeah.
It's usually in the movies that they do that, which come up like halfway through the seasons, I think it is.
Mhm.
They'll be like, "Oh hey, like oh crap, we're in a pinch now," and then the new guys will show up, or one of them will show up and be like, "Don't worry about it, you'll find out later," or something, and then they do the thing at the end of the season. It's like, "Oh well, I guess it's your problem now."
Yep, basically.
Tristan,
Don't worry,
there's-
we're super cool too.
There's a person that wants a formal review of Konosuba Season 2. Do you own a three-piece tux?
Solid.
I
Channel
gotta,
your Bob Samurai.
I probably channel my inner Bob Samurai.
But you have to wear bow tie because bow ties are cool.
Bow ties are cool.
Bow ties are cool.
Though I
Nice
actually
reference.
I rather like my regular
It's,
tie collection. I'm pretty
well,
close to a
it's-
three-piece
it's,
outfit as is, although I usually
It's
wear
harder
sweatpants
to like
when I record.
accidentally dip your bow tie in a cup of tea,
That's
which is
true.
where bow ties are better at social
Unless you
events.
actually get like a tie clip. They have like tie clips that you can like pin your tie to.
Or you can be like the American president and tape it to your shirt that fucking shoved.
And it does absolutely nothing.
Well,
Okay.
Why don't you tell us how you really
I
feel?
thought that there's just one person that's asking explicitly, who is your husbando, not waifu.
It's me, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
What do you think is better, FMA or FMA Brotherhood? Please notice me, senpai. I have like 3 videos on this exact topic.
Yeah.
that you can
Like,
go and
I mean,
watch
now-
right now.
This
I don't
person
wanna-
needs to notice you a bit better, I think.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I've seen a couple comments where I'm like, I don't want to be mean, but like, do you guys watch the channel at all? Or-
exactly, exactly.
The best one
Sometimes-
was, Ark, have you seen Clanad?
No.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
Obviously
comment.
not.
That's funny.
Sometimes though,
He hasn't.
Sometimes, though-
actually.
sometimes, though, I
made a
can-
video.
I can understand it because like I get comments all the time of people asking me to review Ergo Proxy, and I have, but it's not on my channel because YouTube.
I mean,
copyright
those
bullshit.
ones are fair, like all your shit that you put on Blip or whatever.
Yeah, things are on Blip, but because of like copyright reasons, I couldn't just directly wholesale put the video up on my YouTube channel. But I don't have the time to go and re-edit. Like, there's like 30 reviews from my past that are not
Okay.
anywhere on the internet right now.
This
Wow.
guy's asked if I watch anime again several times. I do when I need to.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
I'm
pretty much
not-
our life right
rarely
now. Isn't it,
play
Alan?
As soon as you said that, I saw him ask again.
When's Mobile
like,
Call
oh, there it
coming
is.
back? That should be a question.
Sooner than you might think.
Yay.
Hey! Arca's Mailbag Showdown still
You're
a thing.
editing that one, right?
I don't know. How long has it been since I've done a Mailbag Showdown? I'm
Man,
pretty sure
Mailbag
that was
Showdown
like
was great. I
that
used to
was-
watch that shit before we were friends.
that was like 3 or 4 years ago that I've done that. Like, I guess I could do it again if people actually cared.
You should just do it as like a it wouldn't fit on your channel now because I assume they don't take that long, so you could do it as like a Patreon perk. I
Maybe.
think it worked quite well for that.
So just like Patreon questions specifically. Yeah, that could work.
And then people were like, paywall,
Paywall,
like, pay
yeah.
rent.
Yeah.
Senpai, please, my children are starving. Thoughts on Monogatari?
What the? Oh my gosh, there's been so many questions on the Monogatari series.
Probably because it's
Fucking-
like
Okay, Shinobu's best girl ended
Okay.
discussion.
the
It was
reason
good, and then it just didn't fucking stop.
the reason why there's so many questions on Monogatari is because it's so popular and I've never talked about it ever. And you want to know why I've never
Okay.
talked about it ever? Because I have this thing where I need to own shit and it's fucking expensive. So
Conversation shut down.
yeah, because it's like I can't just.
Now,
And that's
I know,
the thing.
I know how you have a big thing against like you've been very openly against like torrenting and stuff, and you say you have to own things. What if you just like shoplifted it? That's sort of within your things, right?
Well, it would if there was anywhere nearby I could shoplift anime from. That doesn't happen very often in Canada. But no, and the thing is like I can't just buy, because if I was to review Monogatari,
Oh, wait, no, you've got that selfie stick, yeah. Just like tape a knife to the end and just mug people at conventions.
Give me.
Okay.
I feel like I need to make that weapon in Fallout 4 now.
But if I was to review Monogatari, I can't just review Bakemonogatari. I have to review all of it or none of it, because otherwise no one will be happy. Because if I just reviewed Bakemonogatari...
You can't really do one video on all of it. It's like, right, here's all the characters, and then the video's 6 hours long.
Yeah.
Look at all these degenerates. Senjugahara, Kanbaru.
You can basically be like, some of the arcs are really fucking good. Some of the arcs are really fucking bad. Stay frosty.
Snap.
Part of
That
this
has
show
to be a
is
review
good.
at some point.
Arc 2017. I would shoplift anime if there was anywhere around to shoplift from. Yeah, that was about right.
This one person keeps on bringing up Kekai Sensen. He keeps on saying Kekai Sensen season 2, and I'm like, what about it?
What about
It's
it?
not out.
They did a dance in the opening. Ah.
Oh, Tristan, there's an idea for a Kekai Sensen video. Just green screen yourself doing the dance.
Yeah, there you go.
Like 5 times over in different
take
outfits.
every sort of inappropriate dance. There was one in like Dimension W, I think.
Oh.
All the inappropriate dances. So you got that.
And then
You
to
got
like
fucking-
overlay them all in one.
And don't
Yeah.
forget to dab. It'll go viral. every
Yeah,
now and
I'll
then.
dab, and then I'll have the one in the middle. It won't be an anime thing. It'll just be me doing that Snoop Dogg one.
And Death Parade. that's got a dance in it.
Smoke anime every day.
I smoke anime every day.
Okay, there's a couple of people just spamming Yojo Senki.
Oh,
What
okay,
is that?
thank God.
Is that-
I
is
was
that
waiting
that thing
for
with the
somebody to
midget?
say something. I was like,
Somebody says his friend tried to kill him over Guilty Crown. I think like that sounds like bullshit, but okay.
That's fair enough. Guilty Crown is
So
worth
Boku
killing
no
over.
Pico.
Alan, no.
Don't ignore
stop,
Yojo.
please.
Shut up about Yojo Senki already. God damn.
can someone just address it, please? Please.
Addressing.
It's
Okay.
airing.
We're addressing
It's almost
TikTok.
done.
It's
You made
almost
a- You made
done.
a fucking video about it like a week ago.
Yeah,
a
but
couple
they
of
won't. They
weeks
won't
ago.
stop.
Yeah, okay. So, Saga of Tanya the Evil, as it is known in English. Really good show. I enjoy it a lot. I hope it doesn't end badly, though knowing
It will.
Tanya and her fucking luck, it totally will. And go watch it, I guess. It's cool.
Okay, this guy's had his fair few. What's your first anime? Mine was Ranma and a Half. He's been saying that for about 6 months. What was everyone's first anime?
My first anime, like way back when I was like 2, was probably the Deke dub of Sailor Moon back in the day. I don't think there was anything on TV I could have watched earlier than that, based on when I watched that, because that was like before I was in grade school. So, but the first anime that I was actually watched and I was like, no, this is anime, as in something that it's different, was when I watched Princess Mononoke.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So,
I
not
think
bad.
my first anime, when I was actually conscious of it being anime, was either Chobits or Elfen Lied.
Nice.
It was one of those two.
Wow.
And then somewhere in the first few was Dean Fate Stay Night.
Dean Stay Night, such a good show.
Yeah, man.
No one
My
agrees with me
first
when I say that,
was-
but
I liked it when I
Angel
watched
Beats.
it, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, the first anime that I watched that I knew was an anime is it's an underrated harem anime I found on YouTube randomly. It's called Ayoriyashi. I was googling something. I don't know what it was, but then for whatever reason Ayoriyashi popped up and I watched it and I was like, "Oh, this seems kind of cool." And I was still new to the YouTubes back then, so I was just clicking on any random video that was suggested on the side. And I watched
Yeah.
the seasons out of order and the episodes
Oh,
out of
boy.
order, but I still liked it.
And then props like my first anime was Astro Boy.
Nice.
I remember
That's
5 years ago on YouTube, some Russian user uploaded first episode of Kiss Exist and it had like 5 million views.
Oh, nice.
Just
Still
like,
on
what the
there.
hell is this?
That's
Somebody keeps bringing up Macross Frontier.
Yes,
That's
give me a
good.
sec.
Show.
You know,
Awful character designs.
I would buy Macross Frontier if you know
If it ever came
Robotech.
out. No.
Robotech wasn't
Stop.
a thing.
But you keep complaining about having too much on the shelf. Now you're saying you want more. Make up your mind, darling.
Yeah, we
I
want
want
more
both.
good shit.
I want more shit, and then I want to watch more shit, and then
I want more shelves. I want to live in IKEA.
It's
That was-
hilarious. 'cause that's
balls
what I
all day.
use. Because that's what I use.
The sheer petulance with I want to live at IKEA was said was astonishing. It was beautiful.
Only the best on this stream. Only the best.
Wait, so what are CJ and Zach's first anime? Like, I was genuinely like, oh, this is fun.
My first anime was definitely Gundam Wing. It is the reason that I am here right now.
Wait, that's how you were conceived.
It's the reason I'm sitting on this
Gundam Wing.
microphone right now. you
And then
jack.
CJ fell out of a TV.
No.
Your
he likes-
father was Gunpla, and
Hero
your mother's-
Yue had
I can imagine it now. He comes out of the womb, and they're like, "What's you gonna name him?" And then you just hear Prof talking from the depths in this baby voice. I will kill you.
I'll kill you. Riolina, I'm gonna kill you.
I will kill you.
Not if I have anything to say about it, do Hero Yui. Been working on that one for a while.
I could tell.
So Dax,
Only since only since I was 16.
Dax, first anime.
Yeah, Dax, what was your first anime?
Okay. If I'm still not sure if it counts because I've heard differing accounts. Like Princess Mononoke, technically, but Cowboy Bebop would be the first one.
That always
And
counts.
then another friend of mine tried to introduce me to Sailor Moon, out of
Mhm.
order, and also Evangelion. I was like, what is this shit? And then thankfully a friend sat me down. I was like, okay, here's some better stuff, and showed me Outlaw Star and Excel Saga.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Good Excel Saga. I remember
Oh.
showing that to so many people, but now it's like a bit too old to show people. It's
Yeah.
weird. It's weird. That's kind of a thing that ends up happening when you watch anime for a long ass time. Because like for the longest time, I was like the best gateway anime ever is the first season of like Full Metal Panic, and now I'm like, no, it's not anymore because it's old. It's really old.
Oh, the new one.
I got
There's
that
a
on
new
Blu-ray
one, but you
recently.
can't tell people to just watch the new one. Although it's freaking Invisible Victory, which makes no sense until you realize that it's IV because it's the fourth one. I see what they did there.
Some smartass in the comments just said, "Is this Critical Role?"
Are we playing D&D? Does it look like we're playing D&D? I wish we were playing
where's
We
D&D.
my
could play
dice?
lasers and feelings. Yeah, I was like, we could play lasers and feelings. It's like super easy.
We could play Jackbox.
I actually gotta get going now, guys.
I could turn on Jackbox. Alright, thank you for coming out, Sloan.
Yep. See ya.
I'm
Oh, yeah,
waving,
this was a lot
Sloan.
of fun.
You can't see me, but
Goodbye,
I'm
person
waving.
who I had never
Bye-bye.
met before.
All right. So
Bye. Thanks for having
Thanks,
me.
Sloan.
Bye, Sloan.
am I the
Why are
only
you-
girl now?
Why are you
Fuck.
not playing
I mean-
Why
Yeah,
aren't we playing?
That's if you count as a girl. You are about as feminine as the average bricklayer.
Excuse me, Alan.
God damn.
Excuse me.
And it's a good thing you
Alan,
said that
do you-
because she's
Alan,
already
do you really
gone.
want to get into this conversation?
Uh,
Should we really bring food into
Right
this
on.
conversation as well?
sorry, Ark, you're not as pretty as Matt
Name.
Mercer. That is true. I will concede to that. Matt Mercer is a very pretty
Matt
man.
Mercer. He's a handsome Balok.
Yes, he is.
Balok? Jesus Christ, what the fuck did I just
Some
say?
guy just keeps asking, have you seen Sengoku Basara?
And someone keeps asking for thoughts on Ruby. It's like, didn't we already answer that?
We
already
did
talked about
Ruby.
Ruby. It's fine. No, we don't want to talk about it anymore.
Yeah.
I have zero opinions on Ruby.
We really should.
An ex-girlfriend of mine cosplays.
At some
We
point.
should totally play them.
No, it's like
Did you
every
watch-
time that we talk about D&D Prof, we always say, yeah, we should play D&D, and then it never happens. We had that plan
Yeah.
where we were going to go get freaking Vix, and we
Yeah.
were going to roll up some D&Ds and play, like, Ravenloft and
Yeah,
shit.
we were
and
talking
never
about
did.
that at Boston, or not Anime Boston, at Con Bravo. And we
Yeah, that was
never followed through
Bravo
with it.
last year. We
Well, that's because you went through the mall trying to find the.
yeah,
all
trying
books,
to find
and you couldn't find them
the
anywhere.
5e books, yeah. Although we did find
Yeah,
them.
that's right. Did you
I
have your books
do-
ordered?
I do have I have the PHB for 50, but I don't have the DMG or the MM. So
Okay.
I'm surprised you were able to walk in the mall by Con Bravo and not get stabbed. That area is crap lousy.
It was actually fairly tame when we were there.
I'm astonished that everybody says that Hamilton is awful to be in because it was the nicest fucking city I've been in the continental.
I hate it. Okay,
North America.
I know.
Every
No,
single person who comes to Con Bravo
watching-
says this, and we're like, no, like it's not that way.
Hamilton is the
terrible here.
armpit of Ontario.
I know, but it's like when you watch the reactions of these people, they're like, "Holy shit, this place is so clean." I get why people say Canada's so great, and I'm just like, "Oh my god,
no."
This is
I thought Canada was just great because Tristan and Suin lived there.
I know, and now JoJo
And
JoJo's here.
Hi.
So that's what I was gonna say. It's like I live outside Detroit. You have been to Detroit now a couple of times. You have a better comparison of what our viewpoints are like.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Detroit.
Or if you've been to Chicago, you've been to.
I have
like,
been to Chicago.
Boston.
I've been to Boston. I've been to Maryland multiple times. I've been to Philadelphia a couple of times. I've now been to San Francisco. Yeah.
This country is a shit show.
Yep.
It kind of is.
Feels like the Muppets.
I am sorry for invoking that.
You did it. This is your fault.
Konosuba Season 2 review, yay, nay, or why? I don't know,
We've
maybe.
already established that he needs to get a tux first.
Yeah, I'll need to get
Yeah,
a...
he wants a
get
formal
tux.
review of it.
A formal review.
Thoughts on anime becoming more mainstream?
Can be good,
Who
can
spits
be
the
bad.
dopest anime bars?
It
I don't even know what that means.
Thoughts on me. Holy shit, 2014's in the chat. I mean,
I saw that was like looking at.
back when that was a thing. All caps
it's called Shelter
Macross.
these days.
3 times. Buddy's talking about
No,
Macross.
he's just singing the theme song in chat. That's all.
Macross would be great if it wasn't for Harmony Gold.
Well, I mean, there was a Macross dub, but it's out of print now. It was done by ADV, so that means it has Vic Mignogna and all them people in it. But, yeah, he played Roy Fokker.
That's sad. Oh, Vic. Good old
When will you watch
Vic.
Legend of the Galactic Heroes?
When will you watch Legend of Galactic Heroes? How about when it's...
Didn't Sentai license it, but they've just like put off actually releasing it for
Yeah,
like 4
no, they
years.
licensed it like 2 years ago or something,
well,
and they
that's not gonna
haven't.
sell.
To be fair, it's long as shit, and if they're well, then again, Sentai
I think they were just like weird that they have not yet invented a box large enough to put this many discs in.
probably not. Like I was about to say, maybe it's because they're planning to dub it, but then I was like, no, it's Sentai. They don't need to dub this shit. They're not gonna try and dub Legend of the Galactic Heroes. Oh my god.
I mean, there was an attempt to dub it at one point in history, and it was like
I bet it didn't go well.
There are some clips available of what the dub was, but
Can you imagine the cast?
I can. Oh my god, I can.
yeah, Vic Mignogna was everyone.
I was gonna say, I'm like, if
Yeah,
anything
no.
like the free dub, just throw any
Johnny
name
Young
you
Bosch
know
as
at it.
Reinhard.
I have a signed like the Johnny Young Bosch thing from when he was the Black Power Ranger, and I look at it every so often. And I'm like, dude, you fucked free hard. Pardon my French, but like, I just get mad. I'm like, that's like my favorite show, and you screwed it.
Is that one of his pickup lines? I only fuck free.
If I voiced Haru, no, that was Todd. Sorry, but Todd Habercorn voiced Haru. But if I was Todd, I would use that as a pickup line all the time.
Don't you mean His Highness Todd fucking Habercorn?
Yes, of course I do. I'm sorry, I addressed him out of whatever.
I'm still pissed that Aniplex won't actually release that. So that was a reference to the SAO blooper reel that was only ever shown at a panel at AX like 2 years ago and has never been officially released fucking anywhere and only exists on YouTube because someone had like a camcorder or a phone or some shit and recorded it. But yeah.
Thank God.
Thank God.
National treasure.
They need to make
I feel like as time goes on, I like those actors more just based on the shit they do at cons than their actual work as actors. I like stop caring.
Yeah, no, I can see that. That makes sense.
Oh yeah. Well, Todd has a special place in my heart because the first anime I saw when I got back into things was Soul Eater.
Mhm.
Because my friends were like, come cosplay with us at Anime North. I'm like, A, what the high hell is Anime North? B, what is Soul Eater? And then I watched it and was like, oh, okay, I like this thing. And I saw
Yeah.
Air Gear and was like, maybe anime is not for me.
Anime was a mistake.
Anime was a mistake.
Air Gear.
To be fair, it has a special spot. It has a special spot with me as being like, oh, this is what anime can be.
A couple people are asking about sports anime.
The only sports anime you need to watch is
Bamboo
Bamboo Blade.
Yeah.
Bamboo Blade is great.
Bamboo
It's
Blade.
pretty good. It's
Does-
pretty
does,
fucking good.
More guard than guts.
IQ's
That is
great.
true.
Does
I
Gundam
was
Yeah,
gonna
Build
make a
Fighters
joke,
count as
but I'm
a
afraid it's
sports
gonna drive
anime?
the chat crazy.
Gundam Build Fighters
Which?
is a shonen show that masquerades as a sports anime. It's got more in common with JoJo than it does a sports show.
Keijo's good if you've
that,
actually
but-
seen sports.
Oh,
I
yeah.
wasn't
actually,
gonna say Keijo,
watch
god damn it.
sports shows, and Keijo's hilarious.
Oh yeah.
I had to actually. I keep using that reaction image of one of the girls saying "That's the stuff," and my buddy actually first image searched it. It was like, "What the fuck is this from?"
Keijo.
Okay, well, da 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 da. Well, let's explain it.
Time
Oh
to
dear.
go down the rabbit
Prof and
hole.
Arc.
Yeah.
Prof and Arc, someone asked your thoughts on Initial D.
Initial D is great.
Weeaboo!
Weeaboo, 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 weeaboo. You don't like this
Why?
car.
What?
You never did.
A boring cartoon.
Initial D. You know what the D stands for? Demerol. Oh my God. Okay, so anybody that doesn't know what the hell we're bullshitting and talking about, there is a YouTuber called Mr. Regular. He does regular car reviews, and he did a review on the AE86, and he has the best intro to any video I have ever watched ever. So you should go check that out.
I was very scared for like 5 seconds.
I knew I was going to get that reaction.
Alright.
That's why I brought it up.
So, serious talk. Initial D is, it's all right. It really doesn't need to be as long as it is, and the music is great. But only in the
Nah,
original
man,
Japanese.
it needs to be like 3 times longer.
Like,
Angelic Lair was awesome, by the way.
yeah, Angelic Lair is awesome.
Mhm.
Except for the fact that everything has wings.
Dude, wings make everything
Which has
better.
been well established as a meme with me, so I'll stop there.
Thoughts on Gurren
Stop
Lagann?
bringing it back to
I have a video
Lair's
on Gurren
video
Lagann.
was
You should
showing.
watch that.
Yeah.
Like, it's been a while since I've watched that, so I can't remember what I said
Yeah.
in detail, but I have a video. That's
It's
the
been a
great thing
while.
about the video, so I don't need to reiterate.
That show is Blade's going to be the next one that there's going to be like, it's got a sequel now. Because that's sort of the trend these days.
And I
I
wouldn't be
can't tell if that's a
surprised.
good thing or a bad thing.
I don't know. Well, the FLCL sequel hasn't come out yet, so it'll probably be sometime after that.
Maybe they'll just make like 3
That's what I
Buster or
expect.
something.
Ah, is it popcorn material?
Thoughts on Fuka.
Oh my God.
Macross
Mess.
was great.
91 Days is dope.
Oncoming traffic.
Something like that.
Can
They are
confirm
desperate
91
for you
days
guys
is
to
in
talk
fact
about
dope.
them. Bill.
Something that we are indeed, in fact, watching dope. So, should I turn on
This guy keeps spamming best anime soundtrack.
best anime soundtrack?
Umaru.
Go by Rock.
Standalone Complex.
Let me kill yourself, please.
Yeah, there you go.
The Avengers, I don't know.
Avengers. All right. So should
Oh my god, this guy's like legit spamming. Holy shit.
should I?
Do we have no mods?
Should I turn on? We don't really have mods. Should I turn on Jack?
Turn on
I was about to say, did we jump into this without mods?
It's alright. They tend to stop spamming after you answer. Unless, of course, they went to take a piss right when we did answer. And then continue and expect a second answer. Because you're not playing us like that, mate. You ask a question. You hold
Thoughts
your
on Kuroko
position
no
until we
basketball.
answer
It
it.
exists. End of story. There
And
you
if
go.
you die of a urinal
Yeah,
tract
Kuroko no
infection,
Basketball is
we
a
are
show.
not to blame.
I was going to say,
Uh,
don't
what
acknowledge the
anime would
spam,
you-
you're just encouraging him.
So
What anime would you recommend to a transgender attack helicopter?
Pat labor.
Solid question.
Yuri on Ice.
Yuri on Ice.
Area 88. That one's about jet fighters. So
Sure.
I think there is like a.
What about Strike Witches? That's about jet fighters, right?
About plane like
Sky
Universe that does not have pants.
Recommend
I think there's a
Skycrawler.
transgender character in Chivalry of a Failed Knight. You can watch that.
Something like that.
I don't
Alright.
fucking know. Yeah, sure. One of those, I guess.
So, what do you guys think about me?
I watch
turning
bad
on-
shows.
What do you guys think about me turning on some Jackbox and we play some Jackbox?
I say that's a
Sure.
good time for me to cut out because I actually have a game to hit tonight.
How dare you! Now,
Oh.
Oh, whatever. But if you guys are still playing by the time I get back in 5 or 6 hours,
I very much doubt this is going on for 5 hours, man.
yeah, I had
it'll be tomorrow by then. Where do you think I am, Sonny Jim?
All right,
bloody Jim.
So-
British.
I'm gonna move a couple of things
Yeah.
around, and I'm gonna set up some Jackbox, and we're gonna
Okay.
fail horribly at Jackbox.
I'm sure.
Okay.
Is this anything like Cards Against Humanity?
Sort of.
Kind of.
Is
Remember,
it like
I'm not allowed to
Overwatch?
win or else the game
Is
crashes.
it like a mixture of Overwatch and Cards Against Humanity?
We'll say that.
Yeah.
We'll say yes. All right.
Anyway, kids, I'm gonna run and go get shot up in my X-wing game, and I will see you guys on the late.
X-wing.
We will
Yeah.
miss you.
Yeah, I play the X-wing miniature game, and it's fucking bitchin'.
What a nerd.
Enjoy
Yeah.
the 4 stars.
I'm gonna go see a Star War.
Gonna go see a Star War.
Yep.
Just
So
one.
later, guys. Have a good night, and I will catch you when I catch you.
See you, Prof. Thanks for coming out.
Yep. Ark, I'll see you next weekend.
Yeah,
and same with you, Dex.
See you
Yep.
in Boston.
Yeah.
sir.
In
I'm
Baston.
Mewtwo21 wants to know why we don't chill more. Shall I just give them my PayPal and they can then send me some money?
Yeah, you can do that for me too. I have a Patreon, or you can donate directly to me. Anyway, later, guys.
Later, Prof.
I wish my Twitter had a donate button. That'd be pretty good.
That would be pretty cool. Okay. Jackbox Party Pack 3.
They'd see the tweet and they'd be like, that is a spicy meme. You deserve 100 fine goals.
Okay. So now I need to actually turn it on the stream. And then we need to figure out how you guys are watching it. Probably, since you're looking at the chat, it might be the easiest just to turn on the stream. Or if
I'm on the
Hangouts will
stream.
let me, Hangouts might actually let me share the game window. Or I could hit share screen and it could crash. That could be a thing.
I haven't been this confused since the first time I got drunk, so I've got no idea what's going on right now.
All right. Well, Hangouts is now not responding. So that's cool.
Did you accidentally open it in Firefox? Because that didn't go well for me.
No, I don't have Firefox. Okay. So
Hello.
Hangouts is not responding. So if I drop, I will be right back if that happens.
Hawkeye.
Which is probably going to be now-ish. Potentially.
Okay, so here's the Earth.
Okay, so here's F.
Damn it, that is a sweet earth, you might say.
It died.
Oh no! Shit, okay. No! We'll get them back. We'll get them back, and everything will be fine. Chrome literally just crashed in my face. God damn it, Chrome. Why would you do this to me? Why would you do this to me, Chrome? You are not being a fair person, Chrome. Chrome! Come back, Chrome! I didn't mean it. You're fine. You're great. You're a wonderful browser. I love you so much more than Firefox. You do so much good things that Firefox just can't do. I mean, like, you can open. That's a thing that I know you can do. I've seen you do it before, and it's been great. So, like, if you can do that thing where you open and you don't crash, and we can have a good time, and oh geez, okay, and that would be, you know, just swell. Please open, Chrome. Please, for the love of God, Chrome, open. apologies. But it's not a stream with Arcada without technical difficulties, so you're getting the full Arcada experience here tonight. Today, it's not evening yet. It will be in 5 minutes, depending on when you consider evening to actually be. The problem is that Chrome exists somewhere and then not everywhere. I'm gonna really hate this. Am I gonna have to open up Internet Explorer? Because according to Alan, Firefox doesn't work. This is why. See, this is why I didn't do Hangouts through. I didn't stream directly through Hangouts. Okay. So I have a browser on. Chrome's still being a douche! TweetDeck, please log in, because I need to get the link that I sent people, because I don't have links. Come on. Okay. We're halfway there. Whoa. Okay, I've hit the button, and now we should be coming back. Come on, come back. I need to sign in. What do you mean I need to sign in? I was already signed in. Come on, damn it. Yes, I'm trying to sign in from this computer. Come on. Work for me now. What? Call ended because of video error. What is this bullshit? Now Chrome won't turn on. Heavy sigh. You and your fucking bullshit, mate. Fucking bullshit, mate. So, this is a perfect time for you to make sure you get a drink. Use the washroom. Take a bit of a gander, a little walk around. Stretch your legs. Have a good time like that. As we try and figure out this bullshit. Because the problem is that anytime I try to log into Hangouts, it's like, are you actually trying to log in via Hangouts? I don't think you are. And I'm like, yes, no, I'm actually trying to log in. So I have to type in 50 bajillion things. No, don't remember. Yes, I want to log in. Thank you, phone. No, I don't want you to remember jack shit. Please just work. Okay, so I think this is what we're gonna have to do. I think we're gonna have to swap over to a Skype call because Google Hangouts is just not working. So here's what we're going to do. Going to add everyone I know. So who was there? Suin, Dax, Alan is already there. Create group. We're gonna try this a different route. All right, hey Dax.
Hello.
So, Hangouts crashed and it won't load for me anymore. Is it still going?
Yes, it is. Let me mute this for a second, and then I will go back to the other conversation.
Please, let them know. Jesus. So, ain't this fun?
Yep. I let them know and told them that you had a Skype call going, so I am now over here.
Okay. Hey, Alan.
Hello.
So I had the exact same problem.
It's been so long.
I know. I had the exact same problem that you did. So every time I log in, it was like saying video closed due to error or some shit. And I'm like, what the hell is this garbage?
What, with your browser?
Yeah.
It's like you're not allowed to do this in this browser.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Stupid thing.
Why? I was here like 2 seconds ago.
So why is the stream lagging so much?
I don't
Because
know.
YouTube's.
Is it?
Yeah, ever since you started messing around with things, the stream started like crapping out.
That's weird. Alright, well, hopefully we can get that fixed up and working. Momentarily. As soon as,
It seems to be just intermittently stuttering a bunch.
Alright.
Hey! Welcome.
Hello. Hello.
Sorry about the delay.
It's fine. That good time.
Yeah! No, it's not. It's not an ARC stream without technical difficulties. It just isn't.
Of course.
It's just not a thing.
That is true. It's a proud tradition.
Of course.
It is a proud tradition of having absolute garbage happen on my stream.
I was like, furious typing.
Furious typing! Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, it's the keyboard.
So, I have
That's
everything.
micro switches for you.
I have everything else set up. So, what I'm actually thinking about doing, because now that we're on Skype, what I should be able to do as Skype is say, "Hey Skype, can I change my webcam to
Hey, Skype.
to XSplit?" Yeah, I can change this to XSplit, and then you guys can actually see shit that's happening in the game that we're about to play without any lag.
Rad.
Hopefully.
Okay, I see it.
Yep, no, that's good.
Cool. So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna try and play. So, for anybody that has never ever played a Jackbox game before, what you should do is you should get a phone, or if you have multiple monitors or you want a multi-box, that's cool. I have a phone. Look at its shiny brightness. Look at its brightness. It's really bright and shit.
So shiny, so chrome.
Go to Valhalla, shiny and chrome. Okay. Unfortunately, I need to reset up the chat because it crashed on me as well.
And everything breaks.
And everything breaks.
Yeah, remember, I'm not allowed to win any games because that'll freeze the game.
Yeah, no,
course.
we've proven this. This is a thing.
So I can do this in another window, no problem.
You should be able to.
Sweet.
So then you just go to Jackbox.
So I do have a phone, but it's.
I'm gonna try it on my phone just so it doesn't like, because again, they poor and internet is
Not the greatest, yeah.
very, yeah.
Okay.
Canadian.
Yay! The chat's back. I can see the chat now. Thank God. I can see the chat again.
The stream is still going very haywire. Like it's just like stopping and starting a lot.
That's weird. Way too much lag. That's weird.
Yeah.
Trying to see if I can figure out why it might be lagging.
I'm gonna go do a bathroom and do a cup of tea whilst that's being sorted.
And then we'll be back.
I'm going to keep watching out my front window for those packages I was supposed to get yesterday.
I'll drink my Rickards Red and nod in approval.
It's got shit I need for the trip this week. It's like, I need my things.
The things are important.
Yes, they are.
Well, new cell phone charger, new headphones, and something else.
It would probably help if I was not both streaming and watching myself stream. That'd probably be a great idea.
Stop your streamception before I get the foghorn.
Wow. Wow, I suck. That was excellent contribution, Jojo. Jesus.
Yeah, some people joking about the lag on the stream. It's like, this stream brought to you by Microsoft PowerPoint.
All right, I'm actually gonna test something. The thing that I'm gonna, for some reason, it's like, the game's hogging all the resources, but I freaking streamed Mass Effect Andromeda and did not have a problem. So I'm gonna turn off the game just in case, and we'll see if that solves the lag problem. If that was the problem, I swear to God. I swear to God.
I'll be shocked.
I know, right? All right, so we'll give it a minute, and we'll see, because I think YouTube still has that 30-second lag thingy, similar to Twitch.
Yeah, that's why I stopped streaming on YouTube. Because for me, it's like 30 seconds on Twitch and then like 2 minutes on YouTube. And it's like, what the hell?
The stream's brought to you by buffering.
Ridiculous.
This stream brought to you by Walmart Internet.
Can we call this
So
the
it's made in
streaming
China and
failure
possibly
arc?
poisonous.
Yes, we can. We can call this the streaming failure arc. Sure.
I love that everything is by arc.
It's still lagging out. You know...
Is it Skype?
I don't think so.
Is it one of us? I don't know.
I don't think so.
It's weird.
What I might do then is if I might quickly restart everything and then I'll be back. So.
Oh. Okay.
Well, since Alan's out using the washroom and getting a drink, if people are having this much problems with the stream, it's probably better if I quickly restart. So I'll be back, and then hopefully everything will be great. Yeah.
Cool.
We'll do that.